your first time on the interviews, so what's your name and what's your tag?
My name is Jack, and my tag is Sped.
And you are returning to the scene after a bit of an absence.
Yeah, about 3 years.
Where you been?
Life. Just busy with the new job and moving out and all sorts of different shit.
Yeah? Who do you play in Melee?
I play Falco mostly and very rarely Fox when I have to.
Why do you play Falco?
I really like Falco.
Why?
It's fun to do pillar combos, and honestly, not a lot of characters can just combo characters without having input from DI or worrying about a bunch of reads. You have Falco, Marth, Fox, and probably a couple more that I'm forgetting, but I didn't really want to play Marth, and Fox is solely used secondary. That's very rare anymore. So
What would be a circumstance that makes you bring out your Fox?
Puff.
Puff?
A good Puff. I would absolutely rather play Fox than Falco. It's a pain to fight Puff. It is so annoying, especially in like a best of 5.
Oh, yeah.
They can just go to Dreamland, and then you have to deal with living to like 150 if you don't get a lucky forward smash.
The games are like 5 fucking minutes long.
It's so terrible. I do not enjoy it.
So
with Fox, at least you're either going to get shit on or you're going to shit on them, so it's over faster.
So tell me how you got into Melee.
The doc.
The doc?
I watched it probably like a year or so after it came out, and actually I can't even remember when it came out, but I started playing in 2016. That's when I went to my first tournament.
I think it came out in 2013, because I think it was my freshman year of college.
Oh, really?
If I had to guess. So what was it about the documentary that like made you want to play?
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, I had played, to that point, I had played Melee for, let's see, if it was 2013, I would have been, 15, so I would have played it for 10 years already. It was mostly my childhood. I put in a ridiculous amount of time just fucking around with the game. So at that point, it's like, I love this game, but I've done everything there is to do. And there's this whole new way to play, and I've never seen it. That's kind of exciting. So originally, I can't remember who I was going to play originally. It wasn't Falco. Might have been Marth, actually, at the time. But
gotta be like Ken, dude. King and Smash. The documentary hypes up Ken so much.
It hypes him up so much. And then in episode 4, they're like, Ken sucks.
Yeah.
It's so mean. It's like, what the fuck?
It's like Mewtwo King learned how to play the game, and then Ken sucks.
Mewtwo King learned how to play, but Ken sucks now. We don't like him. Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's so uncalled for.
Yeah. So you saw the documentary, started maybe with Marth.
Yeah, I started with someone. It was someone that was not Falco. Because at that point, my fingers did not move fast enough to do either spacey. So it might have been Falcon, it might have been Marth, I can't remember. But my first Smash Fest I went to, the biggest accomplishment was I only got 4-stocked like twice, and that was by James. So might have been because people were fucking around. I don't know. I'll take what I can get.
How long did it take you to not suck at Melee? Like, how long was your like beginner period?
But
I think you're good.
To get like a baseline of, shuffling, a neutral game established, knowing how to punish, knowing how to edge guard, probably a year and a half. And that was, at that point, I spent a lot of time just grinding the fuck out of it. With James, we would meet up multiple times a week just to play games. It was a lot of time put into it that normally probably would have taken me longer.
That's what I'm kind of starting to realize is a big problem I have is like James called me someone who has a passing love for the game because I'll kind of go through periods where I play and periods where I don't. And I think one of my biggest issues is I've had very few like grind heavy times in Melee. So even though I've played a while, I still have big gaps like in my gameplay, which I was going to ask you, like, what do you like about Melee? Like, what keeps it fun? What makes those grind fests something that you wanted to do?
Well, previously, because I haven't really had a super big grind fest since I've come back, because I've only been back for a week or two. Previously, it was seeing really cool tournaments and watching all the cool shit that happens in them. And I'm like, wow, I wish I could fucking do that. And then I'll start up the game while while the tournament's playing in the background or while stream's on or whatever. And, you grind out shit. And whatever seems cool, you can do it. It's not easy sometimes with a computer that's level 1 and trying to kill itself half the time. But you can do it if you're good enough. And half of it is muscle memory that you just have to spend time. James likes to harp on literally everyone about it. If you just pick up a controller 10, 30 minutes a day, you'll build muscle memory really fast. But the problem is convincing yourself to do that sometimes. For me, whenever I first started out, I was so excited to get into it that every time I went to a Smash Fest, I could see my progress. I could see I was hitting L cancels, I was getting punishes, I could pillar, I could laser, I could recover, I could tech, that sort of thing. Now, after pandemic, you can see it again, but previously you would have net play, and I did never get into net play, but half the time you're fighting someone who just labs all day and you can't see your progress. So it's a big problem and a big disconnect from whenever you would go to your local scene and play people who are around your skill level or slightly better, slightly worse. And you could see, against the slightly worse players, wow, I'm beating him much more handily than I did before. And against the better players, this is a closer set than before. Mm-hmm. I'm not losing quite as badly.
Yeah. So, I don't know. There's a few things I want to ask you. I guess let's sort of stay on the topic of improvement. How do you approach getting better?
Okay, so since I play Falco, a lot of it is tech heavy. So you have to build the memory, the muscle memory, so you can actually pull it out in a game. So, for example, I know how to do shine grab. I just haven't incorporated it yet because that's a big thing. You have to think about it in a semi-serious setting. And half the time when I'm in a tournament, like even a weekly, for example, I'm focusing on just win, not improve my gameplay. It doesn't matter if I lose. Because losing sucks. I hate losing. Losing is my least favorite thing in the world. I fucking hate it.
Really?
I despise losing. I will do just... If I held ledge against someone who's better than me to win a fucking game and someone calls me lane, I don't give a shit. I didn't lose. Losing is the number one factor that I can get myself to go practice. Because nothing against Turner. I love the guy. I did not want to lose to Turner today. I wanted to get the run back on Rick. I was okay with losing to Rick or James, the top two players here. Theoretically, I'm on the level of Drybones, Turner, if I'm playing well. But I've had 3 years of not really playing, and coming back and losing sucks a lot. But it's also half the reason that you get better is because you don't like losing.
Dude, God bless you, Sped. You know how many people I talk to in these interviews where all of us are like, oh, I'm just here to have fun. I'm here to chill.
Fuck that. I'm here to win.
I love this. Okay, so what are your goals in Melee?
Currently, goals are to get back to where I was pre-3 year.
So you're like back. You're playing again.
I'm back. I'm going to be at the weekly.
This is so exciting.
I'm practicing. I want to get better.
I'm going to beat you, dude. I'm going to beat you,
Bring it. I ain't losing shit. No, but seriously, I'm back and I want to get better. The first goal is to get back to where I was. After that, it's to beat Rick.
Right.
After that is to beat James. Because I've beaten them both once each.
Really?
Yes. I beat James once in a best of 3. I beat Rick once in a best of 5.
Yo, let's go.
So...
As background for the viewers, I've only played Sped maybe once. Maybe we played more.
I think we played a few times, but
we used to meet.
I was going on my break right as you came in.
Yeah. So. One of the first times I played Sped, he just brutally double 4-stocked me, and then he apologized to me after he beat me.
I don't even remember this, and I just feel like an asshole for doing it. But I mean, I can't take it back. It's 3 years ago, so
yeah. But
sorry again,
dude. I love hearing you say that you hate losing because that's something I've been feeling lately. I was talking to Mario about this. A lot of times I'll be talking to James about something, and he's trying to help me with something, and I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
But sometimes he's explaining something to me that I know.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that, but it's like, James doesn't think I know that because I suck. and it's like, if I want people to give me respect as a player, I need to start showing it in how I play.
You got to show up.
And like,
if you want respect, you have to start putting up results, or everyone's going to think you're just bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are in the lab. Doesn't matter how good you are in friendlies. It doesn't even really matter how good you are in money matches. It's tournaments that matter.
Yeah.
If you cannot show results, no one's going to take you seriously.
My 2 biggest heartbreakers this season were a Game 5 with Drybones that I lost and a Game 5 with Dr. B.
Both good players.
I was very sad to lose those, but...
That's good. That's what you want to feel after a loss. If you're like, okay, I did good, that's not really what you want to feel. You want to feel sad, and you want to have the drive to get better. Otherwise, yeah, you can be here for fun, but you got to accept the fact that people aren't going to take you seriously.
Yeah. Sped. I'm just so happy we're talking right now. So, you want to beat Rick and Gaz.
Absolutely.
What are the steps? How are you going to get there?
First is derusting. I have to start practicing.
Just playing again?
I haven't really practiced. I've met up with James once or twice since I came back, but...
You went to a tournament, right, recently?
Yeah, I went to the one in Oklahoma.
How'd you do?
Not great. I had a really, really rough ladder, so I didn't make it into bracket, unfortunately. I had like 4 or 5 losses in a row to good players that all made it in the bracket. Rough. But almost every player that I lost to in ladder, I took a game off of and had really close sets with.
That's good.
So, like, there was a really good Pikachu who I had game 3, last stock, last hit, and I lost. There was a really good Fox who had game 3, last hit, last stock, and I lost. Another good Fox, game 3, last hit, last stock, and I lost. All in a row. Back to back to back.
Yeah.
That shit hurt.
Yeah.
I literally, if I had stopped to focus on it, I would have destroyed my mentality for the rest of ladder. As much as probably taking a break would have been good for me overall, I queued right back up, so I couldn't focus on it. Oh yeah, my first game, really good Fox. Game 2, I was up 1-0. Last hit, last stock, and I lost. And then he destroyed me on FT.
No, god damn it.
It was rough. Anyways, half the time you got to use when you lose for motivation. The other half, you have to ignore it because it can shake your mindset, especially in a big tournament that's out of city or one that's not a weekly, that sort of thing.
That you've like put effort into getting to and traveled to.
Exactly. Or that you paid more than you would normally pay. Like I paid like $35 for that tournament, and I got nothing out of it. And that's fine. I got practice. I got to play people who I don't normally get to play, and that's cool. But if you focus on losing sometimes when you're out of tournament, it can really shake your mindset. And it can just kind of fuck your entire bracket, even if you make it in, and your whole pool. You have to think about the type of losses you're getting. When you lose really bad 2-0 to a good player, or anyone, doesn't matter if they're good, you can think about what you did wrong, because you're like, okay, I got obliterated this game. How can I prevent that from happening again? But if you lose a close set, sometimes it's just best to shelve the thoughts for later and think about what you can fix after qualifying, getting through bracket, getting through pools, getting through ladder, whatever is done. Because I ended up going 3-6, and 5 of the people I lost to made it in a bracket, and that's rough. But it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. So your first step is to de-rust.
Yeah, first step is to. I got way off track. But
no,
yes,
I love it.
First step is to de-rust. After that, I really just need to keep coming to the weekly and keep showing up and keep. Like I said, I know Shine Grab, but I need to use it. It doesn't matter if I can do it 10 out of 10 times when not in a match. If I can't figure out a way to use it, there's no point.
You know about Mario's on Wednesdays, right?
Yes, I do.
You got to go to those.
I do need to go. The previous one I had a prior obligation, but hopefully I can make it to the next one.
Yeah. I would really like to get in a lot of games against you. I think a good way for me that helps me improve is to play someone a little worse than you, play someone like at your level, and play someone better than you. And I think you're much better than me. And I would like to play you more.
Half the reason I'm better than some of the people here is because I have a 3-year foundation to build off of. I'm not coming back to it as, oh, fuck, how do I L cancel shit?
Right.
It's coming back and being like, well, I know how to L cancel. I just got to build the muscle memory back. So a big part of that is once you have a certain level of knowledge in Melee, especially, you're going to be better than a certain percentage of players. That's always going to be true. The more you add that you can consistently do even after taking a break, the better you are going to be, even when you take a 3-month break or whatever.
Well, how about this? So right now, this is how I'm doing this season. I don't think I've lost yet to anybody worse than me. I tend to beat who I think I should beat, and I go close with people I think I'm almost there against.
Yeah.
What do you think is something a player like me can start to focus on? Like, is it really just that 10 to 30 minutes a day? Is it something... Sometimes I think I don't quite understand neutral as well as I need to. Like, what would you say? I mean, not that you haven't seen my sets, but
no, I've seen a couple. I've been watching the weekly when I've been gone. But
right.
A big thing is muscle memory. So I can't remember. Can you consistently chain grab spacies?
Not consistently as a Marth should be able to.
So that's a big thing because you got me, Mario, you got James sometimes, Turner, Rick. All of us play spacies.
Right.
So that's a big thing.
Right.
If you get us to FD and you can just chain throw, until we're dead, that's huge. Because it doesn't matter how good a player is, if they literally have nothing to do out of a chain grab, they're gonna die. But if neutral's a hard thing to get, there's not really a way to practice it. You just have to keep playing. You can watch videos, I wouldn't honestly, and this might be wrong, some people might disagree, but I would recommend not watching super high level. Watch intermediate level.
Yeah.
Because you can see the connections that players make, and you can understand why they're doing things in neutral. Whereas super high-level players, they're going to be doing shit I don't even understand.
Yeah.
And it's like, why the fuck did Mango just back air? Oh, he just got a 30% combo to death. Okay. So, I mean, half of it is good players are really good to watch, to understand where you're headed towards. They're not always the greatest to learn from because they're 3, 4, 5, 6 steps ahead in terms of where we are at our level. So they have higher level experience and more experience to build off of than a normal player or intermediate lower level player would have.
Do you have anything in mind, like right now, that next time you face Rick or Gaz in bracket, that you want to have
Killer Gaz?
Yeah,
I have to use Marth Killer because I know how to do it. It's really easy, and everybody here needs to fucking do it.
Yeah,
to be clear, because I don't see anyone really doing it except for Rick, and that's partially why Rick gets so many edge guards on jams, because he just fucking Marth Killers.
Yeah.
It is
Why
a
don't
very
you do
big
it?
thing.
What's going on?
Up?
Why aren't you Marth killering?
Because I'm dumb. I used to Marth Killer whenever I played.
Yeah.
And it's the rust.
Yeah.
So that's part of it. Another thing is I need to DI better against Rick. I don't know what kind of DI I was throwing out today, but most of it just led into me getting comboed more, which was
Dude, Rick is
bad
good
thing.
at that, though.
Yeah.
Like,
he is, but I also have like 3 years of practice against him, so I am kind of used to it. I just got to remember to do it right.
Sometimes I think I have like a good combo DI mix-up against Rick, and it'll get me out of like something. I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
But then it's almost like I'm just back in, and it's like, God damn it, I thought I was out of the vortex. Like,
Yeah, the thing Rick is really good at is mixing up when you don't expect it. So he'll pull out a forward air just when you think you're out. The forward air hits you with 3 hits, and then you're off stage, and he's edge guarding you, and it's like, when did this happen? So especially now that he's playing Falco instead of whatever other characters he plays, because he plays half the cast.
Yeah.
Falco is really strong on edge guarding, so you got to stay on stage. It's almost the most important thing against Falco.
What do I do? I play Marth.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of trouble. Like, a big thing I'm working on right now is not panic shielding and learning how to just take the laser and do something out of it.
Well, which laser are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Fox or Falco?
Oh, sorry, Falco's laser.
Okay.
So, like, a big thing I'm trying to wrap my head around right now is, like, I'm going to get hit by some lasers. I can't let that interrupt my flow every time because I'm going to get hit by lasers.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any thoughts on that? Or
You have 2 real choices. You can learn how to consistently power shield them.
Right, which I am practicing.
Yeah, of course. That's always a good thing to learn. But you can do that and start incorporating that into your gameplay and shielding when he's lasering and wave dash out of shield, and that'll be big. Because he can laser all he wants, but you're getting closer anyways. Or you can learn how to work off the laser. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to...
You can get hit, and then if you're on FD, for example, your only option is to shield it, really. Because unless you want to get caught without a jump, and then you just get pillared for 70%, it's going to hurt. But if you're on a place with platforms, get out of the way. 5 of the stages that people play on have platforms. There's plenty of places to go. Pokemon, Dreamland. Well, Dreamland, Battlefield, and FOD especially, you have really good platforms at getting away from lasers. Top platform on FOD, all the platforms in Dreamland, top platform on Battlefield. Falco can technically laser top platform on Battlefield, but it's a bitch.
But what do I do when I'm up there? Do I just...
Well, you can wait them out, because a lot of times Falcos get impatient, and when their lasers aren't hitting, they'll just go in. That's a problem I have. I don't fucking use the gun. I'm also stupid. But here we are. Anyways, if they're not getting impatient, you can always... They're going to have to be on one side of the stage, left or right, unless they're underneath you, in which case that's even better. If they're on one side of the stage and they're trying to laser top platform from over there, you can just jump. Or if they're below you, shield drop or fall through platform or move to a different platform and punish, however you want to do it. Because lasers, for as little lag as they do have lag. There's a space, especially in Falco laser, that you can punish in between lasers. That's the whole reason double laser from ledge is not safe, is because right after that first laser, you have a huge, half-second period before the next one comes out. That's a lot of time. I mean, you can do, since you're playing Marth, you can do F-tilt, jab, you can grab him. You have tons of options. But once he commits to double laser, he's locked in that animation.
So much to think about. So I think Mario and I were talking earlier. I think I'm in a phase. I feel like with Melee, it's like you get a little better, and then you see you got better, and it's like, oh, hype, I'm good now.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, oh, man, I still suck.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, so I'm...
Shut up, James.
So...
No, I just want you to shut up.
Sped's my favorite person I've talked to in weeks. What else should we talk about? I mean, is anything on your mind? This is your first local back?
Yeah, I was fairly happy with my performance. Both people I lost to, Rick I at least took a game off of, and had close games for the most part. Turner,
you didn't
game
get,
5.
Okay, I was going to say, you didn't get 3-0'd by Turner.
No, it was game 5. It was kind of rough, but it happens.
What do you think went wrong?
He had really good combos, and he caught me out with jumping off stage with shines a few times, which really hurt me. A couple games especially, because I could have really used those stocks to put on more damage before I died, or even kill him before I died. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. So he ended up winning, so it sucks, but coming for him next time.
Oh, how confident are you that you're going to get him next time?
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah?
I have 2 weeks to practice in between now and then. That is a lot of time to derust and a lot of time to figure out how the fuck to use Shine Grab.
So Shine Grab's like one of your main things right now?
Shine Grab, Turner likes to use Shield, and so does Rick for that matter. Shield Shine Grab just beats it because you're in shield stun, and then I just get to grab you for free. So Falco doesn't have the strongest grabs in the game, but every grab is free percentage.
Right.
So if I got them at ledge, I could forward throw, and now they're off stage.
Right.
And which gives me a lot of options in killing them. So
Yeah.
Shine Grab is really important in both spaces, but I personally think Falco especially because there's only so many options he has for dealing with shields. You can laser him to death, you can Shine Grab him, you can Shine whatever aerial, but you only have so many ways to deal with shields in general. So it's a very, very useful tool once you actually can use it.
Yeah. So let's say you beat Gaz. Let's say you beat Rick. Let's say you get first place. What are your melee goals after that?
Number 1 in Missouri.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the path to get there? Are you going to travel to other cities?
Got to go to St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Travioli's there. He's number 1 in Missouri by a long shot right now. Got to go there.
Yeah? Have you ever played him?
I have. Once.
How'd it go?
Badly. This is when he was on the come up, and he still rolled and destroyed me. It was ugly. I didn't get double 4-stocked or anything, but it was not pretty. Quite frank, I'm not good against Samus, honestly. Samus fucks me up because Samus, and to a lesser extent Peach, because the crowd canceling into down smash, I'm always not expecting it, and I should be. So I DI terribly. I would like to. The dream is to be good enough to make Melee a career. That's the dream. I'm being realistic. That's probably not going to happen.
Why not, dude?
The level of talent is really, really high.
Yeah.
Currently, let's say the talent is the ceiling. I'm probably below the table somewhere. I don't know where, because
no,
I'm
people
good.
are so good.
I'm good compared to people who don't play often or don't play the game. But to someone who practices every day, plays every day, I'm going to get rolled. It's not going to be close.
Yeah.
I might take a game if I'm lucky. If I play really out of my mind, lucky, really good, I could take a game, maybe a set if I'm extremely good that day. But consistently, I'm going to probably lose to people who play a ton because the level of talent and the ways to get better are just rising constantly, especially with Uncle Punch.
Yeah.
There's so much in there.
I'm about to get Uncle Punch, baby. I'm going to become a monster.
There is a ton of stuff in Uncle Punch that is really useful to get better. For example, we were talking earlier, power shield training. You can just practice power shields.
Do you want to know how I practice power shields right now?
Absolutely, I do.
I get 2 controllers out. I put my foot on one. I put my toe on the B button. And I literally laser with my foot. And I power shield with my other
Dude, this is the 2008 ingenuity I love to see. Hell yes.
I think it's good for my brain. Dude.
It is. That's the sort of drive you need to get better, too.
Yeah.
If you don't have Uncle Punch, you got to figure out ways around it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, for me, my way around it was fighting level 1 computers for 4 months until I could pillar combo consistently and get out of Shine and all the basics of Falco.
Right.
And then I would go to weeklies and get destroyed.
What are some of your weaknesses right now that you want to work on? You mentioned earlier you maybe don't use lasers enough.
I definitely don't. I forget the gun exists, which is a very bad thing to do as Falco. You can get away with it on Fox, that's fine. But Falco, that's a very large part of his neutral. If you can't lock them down, they a lot of the times are going to outmaneuver you. So that's definitely a big one.
That is what I remember. Seeing you today brought back a lot of memories for me because I had even forgotten what you looked like.
Really?
And then I saw your hat, and then it all came back. It's like, oh yeah, that's Sped. That's Sped. I just remember playing you and not being able to move. And I was just like, God damn it, why can't I move my fucking character?
Yeah.
But you're right. Falco does have that ability, when everything's sort of working, to just lock you down. And it's
Falco is the easiest character in the game to lock down other people with. It is by far, because you can, if you're really good, you can laser very fast. And with lasers, you can mix in shines, and you can mix in aerials and grabs, and eventually it feels like you just can't move. You can't do anything. You can stare at your character and watch you self die. That's about it.
But why aren't you using the gun? Why aren't you shooting those lasers? What's going on?
Part of it is the de-rusting, and part of it is, this is going to sound stupid, the gun is boring.
Yeah?
Nobody likes seeing the gun. Nobody likes to see the gun all set.
I like it.
You might like whenever someone uses the gun to lock down someone and get in a combo. The way you need to use the gun as Falco, especially anymore, you need to constantly be lasering. You need to be mixing up your timings. You need to be crossing up where you hit them from, all that sort of thing.
What's up, gamer? Yo, talk to Sped.
I thought he was just piecing out.
Sped. Welcome back.
Thank you. How'd your grand final sets go?
I don't remember the game count, but I reset the bracket, then lost.
That's okay. You
I
took
think
one.
I don't know if I won a game the second set.
Ouch. Well, you took one set, so that's a W.
Yeah, we were just talking about, we feel the pressure in the first set, but then the second set, it's just I don't know. It feels more like a friendly in the
Yeah,
second
it's-
one.
It's almost like a normal set rather than grand finals.
Right. Even though it's like grander than grand finals.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's like I got one, so now I got nothing to prove.
Exactly. You
which is
reset the
cool.
bracket. You took the one, and
Yeah.
then it's like, well, the pressure's off, and
then
then
it
that
gave me
almost
s-
makes you play worse.
Yeah. Well, I was getting stuck a lot, which was like something uncharacteristic for me, I feel. Which, like, he would be shielding, and I'm
Mhm.
like, this guy's mine. And then I would just overthink it and, like, spot dodge. And I'm like,
Ah,
whoa,
dang.
that happened a lot. And I'm just like,
That's
what
rough.
happened? Because I've been wanting to shine grab a lot more, but anytime I was thinking about it, I wasn't already thinking about it. So then I just
Yeah.
fucked up. But it was cool. It was whatever.
Hey,
You
yeah,
should watch the last stock on the first set when it comes out. It's really funny.
Yeah, you took one, so that's what matters sometimes.
It was last hit, and I just like YOLO dared. And it worked.
Nice. That's Mario
Which-
moves
now
right
I
there.
feel like
a god.
I just got brissed or whatever. Like I received the bris of Falco players when I YOLO dared. It's like I get it now. So it feels good to be cut. Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
How'd you do?
Well, I lost to you in winners 3-1, which I feel like our set went all right for me.
Your first game was like I got the read on you later on, but I was like, this guy plays weird. And then yeah, it's just some familiarity. I play Falcos like every day on
Yeah.
play, so I could tell there was some instances of like you just didn't know what to do in some situations. But
Yeah, there were definitely some times where I just got stuck.
Mhm.
I would try and shine, and I would just get stuck in shine.
Yeah, which like if there's any tension, the shine turnaround and nothing happens, you're just fucked. Like you just
Yeah,
you
you're
just
just
get blown up.
you're just standing there, and you're waiting for the back air, the down air, the up tilt, the shine,
Mhm.
whatever to happen, and you're just like,
Yeah.
ah.
Once it happens, you might as well
Do I
just
live?
start wiggling and start SDIing or
I
something.
know,
'cause
right?
You're gonna get you're
Yeah,
dead.
the big problem there is I'm bad, and I don't know how to SDI effectively, so
You should ask Roman. You should need Roman when he's at 60% because he teleports. When I was
Oh,
in London,
no.
I got called wanker a few times.
really,
Yeah.
that's kind of wild.
It was like when I was 18. I was only there for like a week or two.
School trip or?
Yeah, they were like, "Boy, piss off, you wanker!" And I'm like, I'm like, where is the bus? And they were like, "Boy, look at the fucking way!" Like they just started roasting me, and I'm like, "Well, it doesn't really count because I don't know what you're saying." So like,
Dang.
you go off
That's funny.
queens or whatever, like patriarchs. Yeah,
Yeah, but then I played Mumu, and I beat him 3-1. I'm just trying to drag
Oh,
it
you
back
beat
to
Mumu?
melee. Yeah, he's good though.
Yeah, the best player who doesn't play the game.
Mumu
and then
is dangerously good for
a guy who
playing like
doesn't
an
play.
ultimate character.
Yeah, he's
Or
dangerously
ultimate
good for a
player.
guy who doesn't play.
It's like wait till he gets the game.
Yeah, the second he starts actually practicing, it's over for all of us. We're just gonna get
The
destroyed.
second Mario takes weekly seriously, it's over for all
I
of
think
us.
Mario.
false.
Gotta tell you, what's the fucking word?
Talking all this shit.
We worked on some stuff last night, and I don't think he applied any of it.
Wait,
if he found himself an
you guys
amateur
played
bracket
last night? Oh wait.
after everyone,
I mean, to be fair,
What'd you guys talk
I mean, applying stuff you learned just last night is kind of hard. I mean, if I could do that, man, I would be amazing.
I literally said last night, I was like, I can't wait because I know I'm gonna get James to shield a lot, and I'm gonna shine grab it, and I didn't do a single shine grab.
But you literally kept me in shield the very longest you did.
yeah,
I just
so I
stood
mean,
there because I was like,
you-
this idiot's look at his shield, it's deteriorating, and me being a Chad just standing there watching it
you
burn.
did step one. You just forgot step two.
Yeah, I just got mixed up in my own because I was like, I
You
could
mixed
do,
yourself.
I was like, he's in my hands, my talons right now. I could do anything. It'd be so baller if I didn't do anything.
I mean, it was
So then I
baller.
chose that option. Of
I mean,
course.
it's pretty baller. You just gotta like win.
Yeah, when you put yourself in an option select against yourself, it's hard.
Oh, it's so hard. Yourself is your worst enemy,
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Mario.
dude. Shout out to Mario who just like did not show up today.
All like my side seasons do not close. Like, Falco can just like go out there and back. I don't know, like helmet waffles always points out those like really bad side seasons.
I started to do more edge guard stuff in the second set, or at least I thought I did, because I know how good it is. I'm just not ready to like. And I should be more confident. I can tech a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
even if you hit me with the dolphin slash, like
I know.
I can tech it.
It's literally like that video that people made. It's scary, like if the Martuffy hits you. And
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'll just tech the ledge. So next time, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
the-
drop down and do whatever if I have to.
The big thing is just going off
Because I
stage.
know one time I did the textbook, drop down bear, go to ledge, and then I was like, oh, I should have been doing that like forever ago because it got a stock.
Drug box busted, but like at lower percents where the dolphin slash won't knock you down. You know, you
They just jump back up.
jump up air. Yeah, you jump up air. That's what.
Well, it was Fox. But yeah, Sped, glad to have you back.
Yeah,
I
played
think-
D-Bones today, and his fox is weird. Not in a bad way. It's just weird.
So you played Moo.
Yeah, I play. Okay, so my bracket went Logski, Kellogg, to D-Bones, to you, to Moo, to Turner. And
Turner's
then-
been grinding, kind of.
Yeah, no, he's nothing against the previous Turner, but he's much better than he used to be. His average level
I think
is,
the character is a lot better than he used to be. He used
I mean
to play
that too,
Bowser.
but even still, his average level is a lot higher than it used to be.
Yeah,
Which
there's
part of
just-
that's the character, but part of that is also him, practicing.
I think
taking it
Turner's really
seriously.
good.
I think he is too.
Also, we did this thing where like you don't play for a while, and then when you come back, you're just like a lot better than you were.
I know. I've done that once or twice before my ginormous break, and it's
Did it work?
weird. Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
I thought
The
you still had some schmoves. You're still like reading double jumps, which is like an expert, like any level player thing to do is just read double jumps.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you play online at all, like you're gonna catch that all day. If you need to get like a clip fest going on, just read double jumps because that's all they do. It's like
Yeah.
they don't know how to wiggle out yet. They're fresh, prime, ready to get down aired from their double jump. Which it even happened to me.
Yeah,
It can happen to anyone.
it absolutely can.
Yeah, I got clipped.
I don't even remember what I did to you.
Dude, on Yoshi's? Oh wait, yeah, on Pokemon. Yoshi's though. Yoshi's, I just kept spawning my army of fly guys. It made me realize how much I miss them.
I heard you say repeatedly, "My friends."
Yeah, because when he'd
Just
be throwing me
mid-set, when
upward,
you-
I would wait for him to like. I'd see them flying, and then he'd grab me on top flat or something. And I know like if they're flying above and he throws me,
You're gone.
I can like wiggle
You're
out.
out.
So there's a few times where like my hitbox would just get blown up and hit him out, or like I'd fly away. Like my boys got my back.
Yeah,
Randall
they're-
came out.
They're
too.
very useful, except for when you need them not to be.
Yeah, they didn't work for him today. They worked for
Oh,
me. They're
that's-
on my side.
That's nice. So they actually were your friends. They were not
They wanted
enemies
to
in
see
disguise.
a Falco succeed, which it's been a while. So they did their job. It was good. And I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we
was-
should play on Frozen Yoshis anymore.
I was actually surprised at how few Fly Guy interruptions we had in our Yoshi's game.
I didn't feel like I needed to save them for later. Because if I made it past you, I knew I needed all the help I can get against Marth,
That's fair.
which is pretty common.
So, Rick, I want you to describe Sped's Falco, and Sped, I want you to describe Rick's Falco.
Besides just weird.
The dating app. I think Sped's Falco is like, it's really funny. Because I was like, oh, there's some familiarity. Like I said, like the double jump reads, like he makes you feel like so dumb when you do it because I like buffered a jump and it came out like when his down air was like already out, like spinning, and I'm like, man, I haven't got hit by that in like years. Like, because he just is so prepared for like a goofy ass down air that like lasts way too long, which I thought that was funny. But I think he is like the ledge tech master. I remember that being a thing. But now since Uncle Punch is out, kind of everyone is. But Sped, I think, was like the OG Springfield ledge tech master. Even if he loses the set, everyone would be popping off because he hit like a ledge tech against James' like forward smash or something. Which I remember that being really funny.
Hey, you got to take what pop-offs you can get sometimes.
I think it's a noble pop off. I think I would rather like pop off for good tech skill than like a Ken combo or like a
Ken combo.
Thunder combo.
Nothing against Ken combo, but it's overused anymore. It's the most common,
I think
probably
the Pal
Marth
Ken
kill.
combo is way cooler. Like the
I
Dolphin
agree.
Slash out of
Dolphin
it.
Slash is so sick.
And if you ledge cancel the Dolphin Slash, you're
Oh,
like,
it's even cooler.
I'll give some Marth some credit, but like, come on, bro. Like Ken combo, like it's 2021, dude. Come on, that combo's been out since the game's been out. It's pretty OG.
It's a sick combo.
It actually feels pretty good to hit.
It
if I
is
play
a
Marth
very
online, I'm like,
satisfying thing.
oh,
the
this is
second-
what it feels like. Okay.
The second you get to play Marth and you hit the tipper forward air, you know what's coming. You know what you need to do.
It's
and
insane.
no one can stop it as long as you're good enough to hit it.
I was telling James earlier, I was like, could you imagine Falco being able to up tilt you on platform and get into stock? And he's like, but you got shine. And I'm like, you literally up tilted me and I died. Like,
You tried to.
imagine that.
Hey, you said yourself you tried to DI to FOD. It just didn't work out.
I was ready for the next game. I was like, get me out of here, dude. I was like, if that up tilt killed me right now, I'm out.
All right, if I had to describe Rick's Falco, it's very movement heavy. You move around a lot, which makes it hard to keep you in place or get you to do anything that is not exactly what you want to do. You use Shine really well, and crouch canceling for that matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying not to use crouch cancel.
And once
as
you're
much.
off
I know it's lame.
stage, you're pretty unpredictable. It's not you're definitely not following the flow chart of recoveries. You mix it up a lot, which makes it hard to cover what you're going to do, because sometimes I just have no fucking clue.
Here's what Flower Dog's going to do. He's going to shorten, and I'm not going to cover it because I'm stupid, and he's going to spot dodge, dude. I know when the spot dodges are coming below platforms. I know it every single fucking time, and I can't get it, and I'm going to get it soon, and I'm going to beat you.
I believe in you.
I would love the day that you punish me for that, because then once you start blowing me up for that, then I'm going to be like, man, maybe it's not that good. And I'm not trying to spot dodge.
Eventually, you're just going to be like, well, I got to do a real option now.
It's so good. I can't believe
No,
how broken
it's
spot
not.
dodge shine is, dude.
It's not that good. Watch that move miss. Feel bad now.
The movement thing, like, I was telling, I don't know, I talked about it one week, because switching from Falcon or even, like, Fox, it's like playing the game on New Game Plus, like NG Plus, so you got all this, like, stored XP that you can put into, like, a new source, and Falco feels like that now. I'm just getting used to, like, the obvious shit that Falco mains do, because I haven't watched anything yet. I just watched, like, top
Yeah, you
level.
still don't really pillar. Your combos are very odd.
I don't know, like, I just try to do the shine and the fastest down air that I can do possible, and I know, like, that's when, like, sometimes you'll just see, like...
You have the, like, weird slow fall.
There's a slow fall, but sometimes I'll, like, turn your laughs, like, every fucking time, because I don't mean to do it, but I'm trying to, like, shine down air, but it happens so fast that I can't punish it because they're already on the ground, and I'm, like, floating up. I'm like, peace.
Yeah. That's the big thing. If you're
Like,
if you're shining in the air, you want to do, like, back air or neutral air.
Which when I do that, like, I started doing it against you because I realized how good it was just to do, like, an AC bear. Because when it hits, I'm like, oh, I just get a lot off of this. But usually I'm like, I have to hit them with the shine, which will lead into, well, I'll read their DI.
Really?
And then something else, but, like, really, like, his aerials are so good, which is something I should be used to because Falcon's aerials are good. I'm just playing him, like, different.
The best thing you can do against AC Bears, you can hope for a trade with an up tilt if you're playing Falco.
Up tilt, dude.
Which is not the best option depending on your percentage. Or you can try and, like, shield it and shine out a shield, which is also hard. So AC Bears are just really
I think shine
good.
out a shield's easier than up tilt.
I agree.
Dude, wave dash back up tilt is, if you see anyone do it, they're cheating. It's it's insane. And it's so good. Like, if you see, like, a Fox do it against a Puff, I'm like, oh, like, that's cooler than any, like...
Wave dash back up tilt, I've hit, like, 2 ever.
If you do triangle jump up tilt, that feels like amazing.
I know how to do triangle jump, but I'm stupid, so I don't.
I never do it, because I'm just like...
Triangle jumps are good, but...
If you get grabbed out of it, the goal is just to not get grabbed by any character ever as Falco, and it sucks because everyone's grab can just blow you up, so it's kind of fun to, like, be walking on... some metaphorical Falco eggshells, but once you get in, it feels good. I like that you can stick on them. Falcon was a thing where you, like, hit them and then let them do whatever they have to live, and then you hit them again.
Yeah.
Fox is kind of like the same thing,
You know,
except
the
all of his
best
kill
way I
moves
could-
are off the top.
The best way I could describe your Falco, honestly, is if you just played the Falcon the exact same way you played Falco. You just are playing it almost the same. You like to let people do whatever they do, and then you just punish that.
Man, I'm going to punish you guys. Once I studied some matchups, you guys are getting punished.
Back up that trash talk.
So we actually have another Falco sitting here. Sped, I think I'll wrap up with you
All right.
now. Do you have any final thoughts?
I'm back and I'm going to kick ass. That's
Dude,
it.
I'm actually so happy you're back, dude. I fucking love your energy. Like, I don't know. I'm really happy you're here.
I'm really tired of fucking losing to the same 2 people over 5 years later. God
Yes, of course.
damn.
Dude, I love that. The first fucking time Jack came back to a Smash Fest, he's still talking the shit to James that he used to, like, before he left. Like, constantly these guys are, like, always arguing. Like, I think it's playful sometimes, but, man, it's so funny, and I'm glad it's back, dude.
I'm going to be real. If I don't talk shit to James, something is wrong.
Yeah, that's when we should ask if you're okay. Like,
Yes. That's
good.
when you're like, oh, shit. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
Yeah, but honestly, the day I stop talking shit is the day I'm either way too good to talk shit to people around here, which is a long several years off, if at all, or I'm just depressed. More than normal.
Shout outs to the mental health awareness.
But yeah,
Guat.
no, I'm done fucking losing to the same 2 people 5 years later because everyone else I lost to's fucking gone now.
You gotta get new people to win against. I was like, new
So-
people to lose again.
I'm coming for you and I'm coming for James.
I think James is a good goal to strive for, especially as a Spacey. I think he's not that good against Spaceys, honestly.
He's a lot better at Falco, he says, than he used to be, so.
I don't
I
remember.
disagree. I think whenever I left, he was really good in the Falco matchup, and he's less
I think he
good
spent
now.
all of his stat points, like if it was a Tony Hawk Pro Skater character, he put it all in Falcon.
Yeah,
And what's that going to do now?
absolutely nothing except make him
Help
sad.
him against Dry Bones? Come on, Dry
I mean, I
Bones is going to beat
guess.
him like next week.
All right,
I'm going to practice.
thanks
Dry
for the
Bones.
interview. Who do I need to pass the mic to?
Pass it to part 4. Thanks, Fed. Dude, you're the man. I'm so happy we got to talk. Mario,
What's up, man?
how you doing, dude?
Well, I was looking at Cole leaving. You know how it is. Yeah.
What's going on? Why'd you do so bad?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Honestly, I thought I went in yesterday with like a really good mentality. I just think I got burnt out really quickly today. I just think I need to like play a few before I start playing this tournament. It's like I need some momentum, even if it's just friendlies. Yeah.
Well, do you feel let down?
Not really. I feel
No?
fine with it. As soon as I realized how I was playing against Turner, I was like, I'm not gonna do well today. I'm not gonna worry about it though. So it's like I'd rather worry about things that I can improve on at that point and like try to go for cool shit. Just try to get the clips. You know how it is. And then I went all Fox and amateurs, and then he beat me. Roman beat me.
Well, Roman beats everybody.
I know, man. Roman's the unsung hero of Springfield.
Well, I'm glad to hear your mentality was okay. I kind of struggled to have a good time today.
I think I go in with like if I feel how I'm playing almost immediately, no matter what happens, I think I can kind of go from there. But if like I start playing well and then I start doing absolutely dog shit, that's whenever I get like pretty scared. And,
Yeah.
like, I think I get in my own head too much. But if I go in playing bad, I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah, a lot of brilliant minds have said that like Melee is one of those games where when you're not able to play how you want to be playing, it feels so bad.
Yeah.
Like it's like the worst feeling in the world. And I don't know, I didn't feel like I played that well at your place last night. I didn't feel like I played that well today. And I was just like, God damn it. I came in a bad mood from work. So it was just like a rough day
I'm the
all
same way.
around.
I'm the
Yeah.
I feel like that's usually how if one of us is in a bad
Yeah.
mood, the other one's in a bad mood. Or if we're both in really good moods, we're
Yeah, we're like, what's up, Jam? Like,
what's going on?
key me into your Melee life right now. Are you practicing a lot? Are you playing a lot? Or
You see me, man. I'm out here hosting every week.
Mhm.
I play James like 2 to 3 times a week. My B game's getting a lot better, which I think I think is the biggest thing for me right now. My peaks are still kind of my peaks haven't really jumped that higher, but my consistency is getting more and more.
What's the secret? How are we gonna get you into grand finals, dude?
I think if we actually had more people show up. I think if we got like an 18-man bracket where could play 2 to 3 sets before playing like Leaf, Turner,
Yeah.
or Leaf, Rick, or Cole.
It is hard winning. I beat Cam
Yeah.
today, and then I played Flower Dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, God damn it! I wish I had like one more set in,
or
in
even
between there.
one before that.
Yeah.
It's just like something to build upon, which is a lot harder whenever you only get like 11 people. Which shout outs to the scene. You're slumping on us. I'm out here. Jack's out here though. Jack's doing great
Yo,
work out here.
Sped, the return of Sped.
So am I. I went 0-2 today. I feel like we're both just kind of like done with it.
Do you got any questions for me? What's
Yeah,
up?
actually, I've noticed that your movement is getting a lot more kind of directionalized, if that makes sense. Like you kind of know what you want to go for.
Mhm.
What do you think is the next thing you build upon that?
Dude, I don't know how crouch cancel works.
Really?
Well, it's not that I don't know how it works. I don't know how to play around it. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, like okay.
And it's really starting to become frustrating for me because, like,
You'll get the CC and then just not follow up.
or I get CC'd.
Yeah, and then you
like-
see the potential.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm really struggling right now. I was talking with Rick a lot after our set. Like, I was just asking him questions as we were playing.
yeah.
I think I'm in like kind of an adolescence right now with my Melee development where it's very uncomfortable and like there's some things I just need to get good at if I want to get better.
I feel
And-
that, man. That's how I felt like the last 2 years, honestly. Even after like I'll level up or whatever, I still feel that way. I don't think that feeling ever really goes away until you like want to do everything.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Like everything that you wanted it to go for, you kind of hit. If
Yeah.
I'm playing really well, though, I feel that way sometimes. So I think it's just building tech skill and like
Yeah.
building on the habits around it is really hard, especially if you've been playing for so long and
Yeah.
you're so used to doing one thing and over and over.
That's a big problem. I was also talking to Rick about is like, at least for me, like when I first learned Melee tech skill, I was like, oh, I can shuffle now.
Yeah.
That's Melee. I
Yeah.
got it, you know? When like people started using like crouch cancel against me, I was like, oh, I don't need to learn this. Like, it's
yeah.
fine. And now that 4 years have gone by and it's like, yeah, I need to
you
learn
learn
this
this,
shit.
yeah.
So I'm kind of having a difficult time with that. But, you know, as far as movement goes, movement's the one thing I practice.
It's also the one that you kind of practice alone, no matter
Mhm.
what.
Yeah. I'm about to get Uncle Punch, and I want to go off, bro. I'm trying to fucking be good. Like,
Yes.
I'm sick. You know what makes me so mad, dude? Gaz
Yeah.
is a great resource for many things. Literally, my first tournament ever, he came up to me and started teaching me Mart stuff.
Yeah, man.
But something that makes me so mad is when, like, I flub, and he's like, oh, I see we're trying to go for this. It's like,
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to go.
for
But I told myself, it's like, if I don't want better players to talk to me like I'm not good, I need to be good.
I think it's a lot harder, especially with like someone like James, where they think you think the same way as they do, and it's like I get what you're trying to say. Like I probably should think in your way, but at the same time, I want my own game to be incorporated for that. So I might have gone for this or that. Yes, I should do it, but that's not necessarily what I want to do. Especially as a Falco, there's like if I play like Rick, I feel like I'm not. That's not me. That's not my play style. So it's
How would
like,
you describe Rick's playstyle?
his is a lot more like push-pull type of method where he'll see an opening, he'll see a habit, and he'll use that to the most of his advantage. Whereas my playstyle, I just go in. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about your defensive play. I don't care about this, that, or the other. I want to hit you, and I want you to hit me. Rick doesn't play like that. He plays very around how I hit, and like he knows what I'm looking for, which is like yes, it's good for like to make me better, but at the same time, like I want my brain to go burn.
Yeah, dude, you're trying to swing.
Yeah.
How do you think of the Falco Ditto?
That's honestly my least favorite matchup right now.
Yeah.
Just because you can play it in like 17 different ways. Like I was playing Ors earlier in friendlies.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I know what you're gonna do 10 out of 10 times. It's a very set. Like it's one of those people. Like how do I describe it? Like in football, they have set plays like that you want to go for every time, and like in basketball too, like pick roll, whatever. I could see he wanted the same things over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Again. I'm like, all right, man, I'll just play around it. Like, no adaptation, whatever, dude.
yeah.
It's fine.
You know, well, that's a good kind of leaping off point, too. So I really wish I would have played better against Dry Bones, but I did two things in both my Flower Dog set and my Dry Bones set, is that when Game 3 came around, I was able to change my play style. And that's like a big thing I'm working on, is being able to adapt and being able to try something new. And in both cases, I think I got like 2 or 3 stocked games 1 and 2. And game 3, it was always last stock. And it's like, okay, so I was able to adapt. I was able to recognize something and change. And I think that's a big deal, especially as like a Marth player, where like if you don't keep anything ambiguous, people really can just like telegraph the shit out of you and like beat your ass. So I'm still in a way happy with how I played. I was just in such a bad
I get
mood,
it. I get it,
dude.
man. I get it, man.
Yeah.
Well, and like to piggyback off that, if I'm like the only person that I have set plays to go for is James because of his certain play style. But it's an adaptation to him. It's not an adaptation to Marth. I don't play your Marth like I play set plays. If I see you're going for one thing or the other, I go. That's what makes me mad about James, because like I'll do certain things against you that I don't do against him. He's like, why don't you do that ever against me? I was like, well, because you don't play like him. You have to understand that. Like he's like, but you should go for it. It's like, well, I should, but you're not gonna not do the same habits. It's like it's very habitual style of plays that I play around, or I don't, and that's why I lose.
Yeah.
But like James is like input output, input output, input. I'm like input 5 different options. Which one is this player gonna most likely go for, rather than what should work the best?
Yeah. So last week, I haven't put up last time's interviews yet, but there was a part where Flower Dog and Gaz were talking about what like players like you and Cole need to do to beat them. What do you think you need to do to start taking those wins? Because I mean, look, we can beat Gaz and Flower Dog.
Oh,
it's
no,
not impossible, dude. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I
I'm
get it. I get it.
Done,
I think
dude.
the biggest thing that I think it's specific to each player.
Yeah.
Cole is a lot better at it now, especially after the break and everything. If I go down one game, I'm like, all right, 3-0, handshake, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because let me rephrase that. If I go down like 2-0, or if I lose on my counter pick, if I lose on FOD, that's what like James tells me right now. I need to start counter picking Dreamland game 2 instead of game 3. I'm like, no. If I get it game 3 after losing twice, at least I have something. Whereas if I get it on the second game, I just feel so demoralized.
if you lose on it.
Yeah. It's like losing a FD against like Fox, and then you see them lose game 3 on FD at Zane. I didn't say that. But yeah, it's like that's kind of that mentality. It's really hard for me to get momentum if I lose on my best stage. So that's why I save Dreamland for like James for game 3. Because like if I win on game 2 on my second best stage in that matchup, like FOD, I already feel good, and I feel like I have a comfort pick for game 4. I can take it to game 5. That potential is still there, which I think it's like meta or whatever. I think it's for me specifically. I think it helps my mentality more, and I feel like that's a lot harder to give advice for, because not everyone plays the same. Not everyone thinks about the game in the same way.
Yeah. Well, I will say something interesting about playing against you is sometimes in Melee, I can kind of go back and forth. Where you're like, oh, it's a momentum-based game. You can feel when a player's hot or whatever. And sometimes I'd be like, maybe, right?
Yeah.
You're a player that's really good evidence of that, where I can feel when you're on and when you're off.
Yeah.
And like there are times when I'm playing you where it's like, okay, if I don't mix up Mario quick within like the next 5 seconds, this game's already over.
Yeah.
Like there have been times against you where I just would rather just get to the next game.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I just want him to slow down for a second.
No, I get it. It's like you want that breather. You want that, like, and that's the problem that I have playing like Rick and James, because I can't keep that consistent.
Why not, man?
Because like they adapt so well. It's not necessarily adapting to the matchup or whatever. It's adapting to my specific play. They'll see what I want to go for.
Right.
And like whatever I know I'm playing really good is whenever I can mix up James well, because I know then even hit someone at his caliber, which is like, I am almost there. I can feel, like you can taste it, like you could dip in the toe in the pool type of thing. I can feel it in my soul. And I know I just need to like clean up just a few things.
Yeah.
How to do it. And I've started practicing so much more now, and like my wrists are not happy about it.
Yeah. Take care of your hands, please.
No, I've torn my left tendon twice, and I'm finally developing hand strength in my right hand after like 2 years. So good.
What are you doing to develop that strength?
It's been a lot of like grip stuff. I've been like working on my grip.
What do you use?
I've just like grip things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing fancy or anything.
Yeah.
And then I've been wearing braces to work for my right hand, specifically just because of like whatever I grab, I can feel throughout my entire arm whenever I press that Z button with my pointer finger, which is like so weird because on my left side, L cancel all the time. I feel nothing. I'm like, I've never done that. Holy shit. Damn.
Dude, for me, it's my thumb. If I want to do like, a C-stick aerial instead of like A, if I do it too many times, I start to feel that shit down like my whole arm. It's fucked up. But
yeah, despite how I play today, I don't feel bad about it, which is good, but I also think it's a bad sign for my mentality.
I think it's a good sign, dude. Because, like, for me, I came in a bad mood from stuff outside of Melee.
Yeah, that's how I was, too.
But then Melee made my mood worse. But it's like, that's not what I want
Yeah.
my relationship with Melee to be.
Yeah.
Like, I want to have fun and, like, I want to be able, like, even against Cole, I felt myself giving up just because I was down, like, a stock.
That's how I felt.
And it's like, do you know,
yeah.
and I've made so many comebacks against him. And it's like, man, why did I let that happen today?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I need a cigarette or something.
Dude, that's how I feel sometimes, man. That's how I feel sometimes. I think definitely taking that mental break is something that I need to work on as well. Because I'll usually just play sets back to back to back.
Yeah.
Like, that's can either be really good for me or really bad for me. Because if I lose the first one and then I play that second one, I'm already not really caring. Like, I don't know if you saw my set against Cam, but I was just...
I didn't see.
Just fucking around. I was texting Cole in the middle of the set. I was like, your boy's finna lose.
So when you get like that, is there a part of you that's like upset?
Not really.
Not really?
I think it's just more so I don't care at the time. But like I care now. I wish I would have tried harder. Because like I'm upset about it now whenever I shouldn't be. Because it's like there was no point in me doing that. Like I just wasted $10. So like I could have at least tried to go for that second place, man. But it's like, what can you do? This is gonna be good for me. I'm also gonna have a break, which I think is gonna be a big thing for me. I'm going up to Milwaukee for the next weekly, so it's gonna be like I'm gonna see a bunch of my old like Smash friends.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna play a lot of different play styles as well. I'm really happy about. I think that's something that everyone needs to try one time. Is just going to a different scene for like a weekly on the weekend or something like that, and just playing different people.
Yeah.
Because those mental blocks that you have against the same people you play every week, week in and week out, are gonna stay there unless you develop something. Yeah, I can trade against James for a while, but unless I play other Mars, I'm just gonna be equipped for James, which is a prime example. Like, I can do well against James and still play absolutely dog shit against you. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm taking James to game 5.
Yeah.
Game 5? I play neutral better. I'm playing good, but it's like, I'm just not used to your Marth. I'm so used to James's Marth that I developed so many habits to
I got
play.
some tricks. I got a few tricks.
It's not even, I wouldn't even consider it like trick. You just play differently. And it's like, I think that's a big thing. And with only having 2 Marths in our scene, it's a lot harder for me to adapt in that matchup specifically. Which is, I think you're kind of blessed with that because you play a lot of spaces. You play a lot of,
Well, I'm lucky to have like 4 distinct Falcos to play against, and I actually think Par 4 is getting really fucking good.
Right? He's been a fucking grinder. This man is a madman. He's
His-
been driving from Joplin
yeah, dude.
every week in and week out.
Par 4's punish game against Marth is pretty fucking amazing right now. Like, if I don't think about my DI, like, I'm just gonna be in a really bad spot.
I feel like that's another big thing. If I come in with a bad mood, I autopilot so much. I think you said that I should have smoked a cigarette before I started playing. I was like, just have a mental break just to keep it fresh.
I should have never quit cigarettes, dude. I had a professor tell me once that she quit cigarettes and she was pissed off for 10 years. And that's like how I feel.
Yeah, man. I think in the future, I think this is a good learning experience for me, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with it 'cause it's a local, like...
Yeah. But I want you, Mario, okay, let's make a pact. 2 weeks
I won't be
before...
here.
You're not going to be here?
I won't be here the next week. I'll be in Milwaukee.
Fuck. Okay, the next tournament we're both at, we're going to get on our SFAT game. We're going to eat well. We're going to meditate.
Dude, I already
What-
meditate. That's the thing.
I
though,
meditate
dude,
too,
yeah,
bro.
I'm a Buddhist, so like, yeah. That's,
You're a
that's-
Buddhist?
Yeah, I'm a Buddhist.
Tell me about that.
I was 18 and I got confirmed, or I was 17. I got confirmed in the Catholic Church because my grandparents wanted me to.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I turned 18, I told my grandma, I was like, "Hey, I don't like the community in my area or in your area of Catholics because
Yes.
they don't represent their faith well, which isn't everyone." I'm not saying that's a general blanket statement. I'm
Yeah.
saying in my area, I don't see it as well. I'm going to do something that's for myself rather than for a community.
Yeah.
She was like, cool. So here I am now.
How do you approach your meditation? Are you a mantra person?
It
or?
depends. It depends, honestly. I think it's about a lot more has to do with clearing my mind more than anything. So I have to have background noise, so I'll put like just instrumentals on, just nothing else, like pretty serene, and kind of either in my bed or on the floor, and kind of zen out for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's really easy for me now to let thoughts go, but I have to be in that situation where I'm decompressed. I've realized more and more it's kind of a bad habit that I've only meditated in certain scenarios. Like I do it in the morning or at night, rather than like I should start doing it midday, start doing it at work, start doing it here.
Yeah.
I think if I start doing it here, I'm a completely different person. I think I come in like zero toxicity. I come in just super zenned out, which is funny though. Oh, so yeah. I don't know if you guys knew this. Your boy plays 13th at 17th at a Oklahoma regional. Shout outs to me. I've made it out of pools for the first time ever.
Let's go.
I was so toxic.
I was keeping up with your bracket all day.
Dude, I was doing. I felt so fucking. I played 10 sets in pools. 10 goddamn sets. I was cracked. I was fucking cracked. Anyways, but I was so toxic to James on the car ride down there.
Why?
I don't know. I was just in a bad mood. Well, because okay, so here's
I
what
yelled at James earlier today.
here's what happened. I gave him 3 rules as we were driving down. I was like, James, it is before 10 a.m. You can't yell. You can't fuck with the window. And you can't complain about my music.
Yeah.
5 minutes in the car. Oh my god, did you guys? And I'm like, dude, I was roasting him the whole time.
Yeah.
On. Cool. Can you attest? Me roasting James to the Oklahoma. Yeah, I did. Then I played out of my mind though. So like, yeah. So I think if I just let go of my anger. Yeah, it was great. But I made it up pools. It was dope.
Nice.
It was really cool. I got 9th in my pool out of 30.
What the fuck? What is this?
It was ladder. It was
Oh,
a ladder. Yeah, it was a
okay.
ladder. Dude, yeah, I was the MVP. I played 10 sets in 2 hours. Were they all BO3? Yeah. So I played 30 games.
Uh-huh.
Well, ish. I went every single one of them went 2-1, except for my last 2. I played the guy who I lost to in the first time of like the first ladder match. I 2-0'd him. I hit the nuttiest combo on FD. Cole was popping off.
We got any VODs? Any VODs?
Do we have the VODs yet? There might be VODs. Yeah, I had the hardest read on this peach too. But dude, I had the hardest read on this peach that I've ever had. I like hit him 2 pillar combos into China B, down air, back air, and he's coming. He's like at 110% on Dreamland. He's floating down. I am charging a forward smash on the ground. He drifts right into it. As soon as I hit it, I just go, that was my bracket. That was to make it into bracket. So I'm hyped as shit. I got people jumping on me the whole thing. Sets have stopped. To what? I was the last set to play. It was great. I've never been happy.
Dude, let's go, Mario.
I've been taking W's all summer into this. I had the Kanye albums dropping tonight
Yeah.
too. Dude, I have not. I can't. Good vibes are back.
Yeah,
We're
dude.
back. We back. See, put me in bracket now. Put me in bracket. I am no one's beating.
Dude, okay. So you're not going to be at the next... Okay, a month from now.
Yeah.
Let's fucking play out of our minds, dude. Let's play well. Let's fucking let's beat James, bro.
Dude, I will beat James any day this week.
Dude, do you know Lou Reed, the Velvet Underground
Yeah.
guy? He has some wild meditation. It's like basically soundscapes he
Yeah.
made late in his life.
Mm-hmm.
I love meditating to those. I'll send you one of them. They're pretty hype.
There's some Romy next time. Right in a month from now. Actually, just text me. But there's a lot of things I found. On YouTube has some of the best like just sound mixes you can
Oh,
find.
yeah,
Those
bro.
like 24-hour streams or whatever. some of you are so serene, and I just feel like very, very at peace with it. And it's a lot harder to find that now than whenever I was like younger, and I didn't really realize it because whenever I first converted over to Buddhism, I was 18. I'm almost 22 now, and like even those 4 years or like 3 and 11 months, night and day, man. It's like I've kind of found niche. Or not necessarily niche, specific to me of like what I want out of my day and out of like my meditation session and like how long. I feel like the duration is.
How long do you meditate for?
It depends. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's an hour. It just depends on like what's going on. Yeah. I have a lot. I feel like if I'm really stressed, I do really short ones because those thoughts are keep that, and I don't feel like I can meditate well. But if I have nothing really going on, I can do like 2 hours.
Really? Yeah. That's hype.
Just like nothing goes in and out of my head. I just feel like completely at peace. It's really cool.
Well, that's the great thing about getting into a good habit of meditation, because then you start to want to do it. And it's like when you want to meditate, sometimes when you're in a really good flow, it's like, wait, why don't I just be like this all the time?
Dude,
like, why don't I just
zen out?
Like, just like float in.
I think because next time I won't have to work late either. I'll get off at like 6. I can probably meditate. You better just solve my metagame, man. I might like get home, smoke a cigarette, meditate, and then just like zen for a while. Come here, beat everyone. Yeah, I'm losing no one next week.
We gotta have a fucking Dag Guat Grand Finals, dude. I'm telling you. If we meet in Grand Finals, I'll go Falco, dude. I'll show you a thing or two, dude.
If we meet in Grand Finals, we will play a reverse main ditto. I'm in winner side, of course, so then we'll
Oh, man. Well, is there anything else we should talk about?
I'll pass it to the other boyos here. Which one do y'all want to go next? If I ever go 0-2, set this up for me, and I will gladly host it for the night.
Dude, we'll do a Mario takeover when you come back.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Thank you again.
Thanks, Mario. No, Rick, why don't you talk to Par 4 for a little bit? I'm tired.
You want some brew? What's up?
What's up?
What have you been working on? You used to play Luigi.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, that's Lich. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Okay, my bad.
Lately, I've been working on, I don't know, nothing. Usually, I have like a piece of like one specific like tech skill that I'm working on, but I don't really have one right now. Like, remember I was talking about the wave dash out of shield, shine? Yeah, I'm still doing that, but I don't know, maybe like ledge techs, I guess? You guys were talking about ledge techs.
Do you have the Uncle Punch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those feel so good to hit.
I know, dude. And we made like a mini, dude, it's so fun playing with Turner. We made a mini game out of it because it's like, well, we were hitting the ledge tech every time. So like, what do you do now? So then we were like doing bear, so you could ledge tech bear them or ledge tech like shine them.
Yeah.
But then we're like, wait, can we kill this guy? Because Falco, I don't know if you've seen it, but he just does the splits and stays like that. And he's like an active hitbox the whole time. So we're like, we have to figure out how to kill this Falco that's like intangible.
On the Uncle Punch.
So Turner, like, he theory crafted that you can ledge tech with Jigglypuff and I think rest him, and he'll fall off the stage and not try to recover. So we're like, we're grinding like tech skill, but we're like making a mini game out of it, which makes it fun again. That's like, of course you can spend like hours trying to ledge tech or omsa tech or whatever, but what's the point if you can't kill the killer?
I wish they had more on the Uncle Punch. I wish they had more moves because the Falco down smash gets to be a little bit too easy because it's so...
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like having a Marth F smash, like common, like even a Sheik down smash at ledge because it has the double. Like those would be, or even Peach. That should be like the like top level tech you should hit. But
down tilt too. I've ledge teched a couple of Marth down tilts. It's so hard.
Yeah, and it's hard to get practice on that without trying to set up like a save state where Marth is like poking the ledge.
Yeah, and on 20XX, I don't know how to get 20XX with UCF. So
yeah, and then what's the point?
Yeah,
my controller is not UCF friendly, like or whatever. It sucks. You can't shield drop with it without UCF.
I just ordered a new controller from James's controller guy. So
James has a controller guy.
Well, not
do tell.
I guess it's not his controller guy, but he referred me, and I'm just getting a. First of all, I need a new controller anyways, but like. New stick box, snapback mod. He said my other thing had a lot of snackback, so...
Yeah, I've been seeing everyone with all these high-tech gizmos and wackadoos on their controller. And Mario, every time he hits that angle, dude, he'll let you know that.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I got that control, got those notches, and I'm like, and then I started holding ledge, and then he's like, wait. I'm like, yeah, you got all those angles, dude. I'm still holding this ledge.
He's so obsessed with the angles. He'll do it from on stage. You've seen him do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, as long as he's having fun, that's cool. If I'm gonna drop some bills on a controller, though, it's gonna be like a frame one or a box or something.
Part 4.
What's up?
I feel like you've gotten like really, really, really good recently.
Think
like
so?
Last night when we were playing, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't think you were that good before, but I feel like your punish game on Marth has really changed. I think your combos and like reacting to different DI has changed a lot. So like, have you been doing anything different in your practice that's like changed that? Or is it just you play Carter a
I
lot?
play Carter. I get combo practice on him because, I mean, no offense to Carter, I just approach for free though. So I get combo practice on. He's brand new. He's a brand new player. So
Yeah, and finding how to play around a new player can be fun too, because it allows you to do the like wacky shit or try things that they probably wouldn't even realize is like really hard to do.
just like punish shit. Yeah.
Yeah, or you can just really punish them for doing like something newbie and make them realize like,
Yeah.
hey man, you need to stop like shield
Yeah.
grabbing or something.
I've been
Which
trying
is it's pretty cool.
I've been trying to teach him like the basic stuff. Like I don't know shit about Marth. I just know the stuff that applies to everyone. So I know some stuff about Marth. So I'll teach him like the cheese. Because if you're a low level player and you can get a couple like cheesy kills, that's what keeps you going sometimes. Like
Yeah, developing like a confidence in a player that's like a fledgling or something. I think it's pretty cool. Like I've had a few friends try to play melee, and they would just like, and they eventually like give it up or whatever. But it was kind of fun to be like, dude, you just got that up throw rest or something. Like you just got some shit that's standard. But like, I think Par 4 is leveled up. I haven't really played you that much though. But
yeah, we never play in tournaments.
how'd you do today?
Good. I always go 2-2 pretty much. Like
You're the 2-2er.
yeah, I am. I never.
You're the
really,
Sheik.
What? Oh,
When she wave dashed?
Yeah.
Toot,
Yeah, I never really go. I can't think of the last time I went 1-2, and I never really go 3-2 either. So I don't know.
Who is stopping you from going 3-2? Be honest. I'll tell on them.
Cam. I lost to Cam. I always play James for some reason.
He does it on purpose.
Maybe, but it's second round usually. So
Yeah, it would always either be like you play either me or James, and I guess he just this might be deep.
What?
He gets warmed up with Falco potentially before his Falco set because he would play me after you.
yeah, it's kind of not fair that he makes the bracket.
It's kind of not fair for me. Well, I played you. I played Marth. Never mind. It's fair.
I mean, also Dag. Everyone has the person that they're coming for. I'm coming for Dag because he's like right above me. Like I still, if I'm sloppy at all, he'll just destroy me.
You're not gonna beat me, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, I think we have really fun sets.
Well, when we play, we've only played like one set, but
We've only played good friendlies. I think something you and I are both like something I think we're good at is we can like punish some things sometimes.
yeah,
But I think we're both still pretty lazy. Like I don't know, I'm so lazy. Like I just need to like
down tilt a lot.
tighten it up. Well, against you last night, I didn't know what the fuck to do. Like I thought if we would have played today, I don't think I would have beaten you.
Yeah. Well, everyone plays better in friendlies. That's like the thing. So.
I think I play better in tournaments sometimes. Like when Cam and I were playing earlier, it 3-0'd him. And then we played like 5 friendlies afterward, and I got 3-stocked like 3 of the games.
Yeah.
Like,
It's hard for or like I think it's easier for the Marth to get in like a cookie zone because they can't touch and then die. So you kind of like
The bird just dies.
I will say though, I don't want to, and I don't mean this like in a bad way, but I don't want to lose to you, and I'm gonna try to make sure that I don't.
Oh
like,
yeah. You don't
eh,
want people to come for you. I don't want Mark to beat me.
Well, dude, no, Mark wants to beat you really bad,
I know he does.
but I think like right now, I would just like to play certain players as much as I can in brackets. So like today, I got to play Dry Bones, and I played really bad against him, but I didn't make it to him last time.
He's good though.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I was just happy to have made it again. But like, I don't want to lose to Cam, you know, and like, I don't want to lose.
Usually
to
beat
you,
Cam.
like, yeah.
He's pretty good.
I got a potentially good analogy. So on the old Mortal Kombat games, when you fight up the tower and you want to get to Goro, but like if you die to like Johnny Cage, it's like fuck. Like now I have to start over and beat the ass of all these low level dudes until I get to like Johnny Cage, and then I can get to Goro. And like I feel like that's what our current scene is like. You know, we got the Goro that everyone is like trying to to beat the King of Fighters or whatever all the way up to. Just to fall short, and then you don't want to lose to like your second round or whatever, and it's just like, well, man, I could have beat Johnny Cage. Like, fuck that. Like, I run that back. But you got to start.
Yeah.
For us, it's like you got to start 2 weeks from now. But I think it's cool to see that I hate talking like this because I'm not good in a sense of like the Melee world. But from a local scene, it's good to see like the lower portion or whatever of like placement be competitive towards each other in like a healthy way. I think it's like pretty wholesome, and it's good to have this scene because for a while it was just kind of like people show up, place how they wanted or place how they knew they'd place, and there wasn't really anyone trying to like claw like their way up the ranks of getting to Goro. It was just like, I'm here to hang out and get my tendies or whatever, which I totally respect that grind too. By the way, shout out to Sunshine Lanes, but it's a different energy that it used to be. It's pretty fun. Even James is being like friendlier, which helps.
Yeah. And we're getting so many more new players. Not all of them are necessarily new, but people I haven't seen before, like Derek. Never seen that guy before. I do remember Sped, but...
Sped, I was so happy to see Sped again, honestly. Here's something I'd kind of be interested to hear your guys' thoughts on. We were talking a little bit earlier, like, a big problem I was talking with Sped about this. A big problem I think I have is, like, I can think of 3 times in my Melee life that I've actually trained consistently. It was 2012, 2015, and now, 2021. Other than that, there's never been many times where I've sat down consistently and really trained. But right now, I want to again. Because it's like, dude, I just want to have more fun. And to have more fun, I do need to get a little better. Yeah. So, like, I was wondering, I don't know, like, I guess a question like to Rick would be, Rick, do you want to get better from here? And what does that look like? And like the same to you, Part 4. Like, what does getting better from here look like for you?
That's a good point. Right now, my goal is to not get stuck in movement as Falco and just kind of like combo people. I don't really have a goal of like, I will be the top player in the planet. Like, I don't really care about that. But I just want to have like, feel like the things that I want to accomplish with Falco can be done by me. So like stop getting stuck in movement, edge guard properly, like do things like that because it feels good to hit things and bread and butters and stuff. But I think practicing, I don't know, you find the things that you really want to practice, which makes the game fun again. And then when you hit that in a real situation, it feels like it's so good. Yeah. So when you're hitting like, I mean, I practice the stuff that you're told not to practice. So like that's why I can multi-shine and shine, turn around, grab, like do all this stupid stuff.
That's important, dude. Multi-shining.
It's important now because that's all I practice. And after seeing like, you know, you are of like your surroundings, like the people I were playing against were moonwalking, butt grabbing Falcons. So I wanted to join the ranks of that squad. So I remember it probably took me, I sat at a CRT for probably 3 hours straight, trying to just moonwalk to the right.
You have trouble moonwalking to one side, like harder?
I don't anymore, but when I sitting at that TV, it felt good getting that one moonwalk to ledge, and I was like, my 3 hours just paid off. Like, I finally just moonwalked to the ledge, and it was like the baby ass, like tiny little moonwalk, and I was like, man, I can do something out of this. And then I discovered that people were Charlie walking, and I was like, I need to learn that. So then I went to learn that, which easily my time could have been spent doing like shuffles on shield safely or like doing any other tech, but once you find the training thing that like feels good for you, then it's not even training anymore. You're just like playing a one-player game.
What is a Charlie walk?
It's where the thing I do where you like moonwalk and then you turn for a second and then keep moonwalking.
Oh, I think I have seen that.
I can show you on that. Well, I can show you. That's the thing. I wanted to. If anyone wants to get better or like learn tech skill or something, I'm really good at pointing out what's like super obvious. So I can help you out and level you up in like. So shout out to anyone that's listening if you need help. I'm not good. I'm just good at that. So that's a thing to think about.
I want to stop the narrative that Flower Dog says he's not good. He's good. You're really fun to play against. I know that, like, compared to whatever the...
dead, but...
Yeah, but those people can fuck off.
So I play a lot of characters. I'm good at melee. I'm probably just not good against players. Like, I'm good at, you know, tech skill and knowing what people's moves are and even, like, getting inside players' heads. But all of that together makes, like, a really good player, which I'm not saying that I'm at that level. I'm just good at, like, the game, which is different than competitive. But thanks, though. I think everyone has the potential. And I'm not saying I'm a grinder, because I'm not. I used to be, but I don't do the practice stuff anymore. Got his chug jug. Whoa! What the fuck? That was so cool.
Really? I just want to play the people that are, like... I mean, I'll play anyone, but the people that like Dag that are like right above me, but still, but you still.
Dude, James.
I feel like you're actually like one of the lower. What? I'm good at interrupting people.
No, that thing you did.
Yeah, I know. I'm insane. I actually feel like you're like really good against like me and like Rick and stuff. I don't know. Whenever I play you, it seems like you have like a good idea of like what you're supposed to do. It's just all about the execution and stuff. I don't know. What was the question? You said you had a question for me or something, or?
I think when
about,
Shane was talking about practicing, or Dag too, shout out to Coyote Cock too. I think with just some like simple Uncle Punch is gonna like change you, because it's gonna set you up for all those things that you wish you would have hit. You're gonna be like met with them every single time you mess up. It resets and you get back to like the thing that you need to practice or whatever to like be a winner.
I do want to say real quick, I didn't say the thing about never really practicing to sound cool. It's something I regret a little bit. Like, there are a lot of times I wish I would have gone more deeply into Melee, but like, a lot of the people I played with, like, I had a friend, his tag was Learning Lab. He had a really good Falco, switched over to Fox, got absorbed into Fox tech skill, and then became a GoldenEye speedrunner. And, like, I would just beat his ass all day, and, like, I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, when I look back, like, I wish I had more times I would have dedicated to practice more, because I had the time to do it. I was just like, oh, I just beat all my friends again, and then I'd find a new Melee friend group and be like, oh, I just beat all them. Oh, there was someone a little bit better than me, but I beat him. And then, like, I was always just stopping right when it was getting good, and now I want to learn more, and I want Uncle Punch, and I want to, like, fucking be better. I'm so sick of not being good. Like, it pisses me off.
Whenever you interview me and ask how long I've been playing, that's when I realized, like, I've been playing for, like, 5 years, but probably only played, like, 2 years, like, in those 5 years, so.
And, like, time really doesn't matter. Like, which is, like, another thing. Like, if Zane is winning, is, like, the best player in the planet right now, and he's a doc kid, like, no one has any excuses. Like, it might just be a subtle coincidence that Mango has been playing like the longest and happens to be one of the best, but Kadorn started.
Kadorn started in like beginning of 2017,
and he plays Marth.
What the fuck?
No, I'm trolling. He's good. Yeah, which takes like he's just dedicated to the grind. Like, you clearly has been getting way easy to get good, which is so cliche now. But after even like messing around with Uncle Punch for like a day, I'm like, whoa, that's how you ledge tech? Because you can watch videos, but it's hard to get yourself in that situation where you can practice that. And this forces you to do that.
Yeah, it sucks trying to practice something that almost never happens, and you're never ready for it because you don't practice it.
And it's like, how do you even get someone to forward smash the ledge? Like, you're going to have to sit there and like hit the C-stick with your toes.
You got to just tell.
I didn't know about that. There's going to be replays on the Uncle Punch. I don't know. I don't like this anymore.
Hold on. What I would like to do tonight is have Gaz and Rick talk a little bit, actually. And I want to talk about Summit with you as well. But part 4, is there anything you wanted to talk about tonight? Because I only do have 2 microphones. Yeah. And I do have to...
I heard you guys talking about hand pain. That's a bitch.
Dude, no. Let me teach you something about hand pain.
Okay.
A lot of times, my Melee life is paved with regrets. A lot of times I thought I like couldn't play Melee because like my hands hurt, but I just wasn't taking care of them in the right way. Bro, just like only play for like 25 minutes at a time. Like,
well, I started, this was kind of like the last straw, not really what caused it, but I started playing a lot of PC games last summer because I like built a PC, and I just had horrible posture, especially with my mouse hand. I mean, they're not gonna be able to see this, but it was literally like the worst possible posture, and it really fucked up. It really like started the hand pain.
I didn't realize that was such a big hit. Sorry, I didn't mean to fuck with your pen.
But I don't know. That couldn't have been the cause of it because I've been playing Melee for longer than that, like video games all my life. So, yeah. The stretches are nice, though.
Yeah. So I have a good, like, 10-minute stretch routine I do. So one of the biggest things you should keep in mind is that, like, when you're stretching, just make sure you're stretching for a long period of time. Like, if you just bend your hand back for 10 seconds, that's bad. Any stretch you do, you should commit to it for at least like 15 to 30 seconds. Because like, if you don't do that, you're just like jerking around all your shit. Like, you got to give it time to like
I've heard
stretch.
That. I did kind of know that. I'm just bad about it because when you first like pull your hand back, it feels nice.
It feels good.
Yeah, and then it like starts to hurt a little bit. But that's what the stretch is, I think. Yeah, you're right about that. But I'm bad about it.
Hey, you take it easy on that. That's not yours.
What? It's gonna get like burnt.
Well, I mean, I thought the sick thing about Summit for me, which Gaz can probably chime in on, is like I felt spoiled as a Marth. I felt like I got to watch so much Marth, and it was really cool for me because there were even sets where I thought I was seeing the Marths, LSD specifically, do like bad options, and I felt pretty validated when the commentators were pointing them out as bad options, and I was like, okay, I think this is good for me to be like watching so much Marth.
Yeah.
But Gaz, did you have any thoughts on like the Marth play from Summit? I really like Kadoran.
Okay, so like Kadoran, like literally, like I wasn't a Kadoran, like I kind of was like Kadoran, yeah, but like after like this week, like I really like Kadoran. Maybe not like a fan, but like he's super cool. Like it's just such a different Marth that isn't like Zane that's beating the top foxes. So it's a really cool contrast. Like
Kadoran is how I feel like in my dreams I'm playing Marth. But in real life, I can't. But a lot of things Kadoran does are things that I've wanted to like try to do, and it's like
I said it to you guys at the fest last night, but it was like Mango like put it perfectly. It was like as and if he kept on playing.
Yeah.
And, like we don't really know how like as and play, but like we always get like we know how like as and like functioned or whatever. But
well, he reminded me of watching Ken sets because of just some like options
slow,
that
just, like, a lot more like waiting and just like it's hard because like everyone's like at the top level of play, people are saying like it's so fast and the APM so high and you got to keep up. But then like people slowing down the pace playing the player. I think Kadoran was good at that, especially against SFAT.
Yeah, Rig, what do you think?
I think it's insane. It took this long for people to be like, wait, we need to stop going at like faster. We need to go slower.
Oh, can I interrupt? Oh my god.
Of course you can.
I'm sorry.
Dude.
No, but
it's because I'm a teacher. Well, you too, yeah.
It was either Rishi or Junebug or someone, but they talked about how like for years like the top Marth was Mewtwo King, and then everyone would try and replicate Mewtwo King's irreputable style, which is like Mewtwo King, like cheesy grabs, blah blah blah, zero to death, blah. But then we have now Zane, who's showing like the entire functionality of Marth and all of its tools. So now like we see like LSD, Kadoran, I mean like so many other like the Marth is like already like so many Marths are like already like top 8ing and stuff. But I think like Zane just like clearly showing the way, and then also like Kadoran like stretching out and like expanding on his ideas but in his own way. It's sick. Like I don't like for LSD like. I don't know, LSD wasn't as fun to watch because he was kind of like, he was a little bit more aggressive. Like, he did a lot more tech chases. It was just fun to see his options, but Kadoran was just on a different side of the coin, I think.
It's insane, too, how, like, high-level things can be, but you can see a player just play so awful. Like, I think Zane played so bad against Mango that it was insane.
You should go watch his YouTube video. Like, he just released one talking about the set and, like, him, like, dealing with pressure. And
he was doing some, like, level 1 stuff, and I'm like, oh, my God.
It was amazing because, like, on, like, the second set, you could literally see the moment he started snapping. I was like, oh, shit. Like, yeah, like, he's getting nervous.
Dude, so I was watching the final stock of the tournament where it looks like Zane's going to be comboing Mango. Mango shield drop backers out of it. Zane double jumps off the top platform, and he was fast falling through the side platform, and that's why he didn't get his jump back. So when Mango got that Nair and the Shine, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to make a video of that old audio clip of Mango saying, "I'll retire before I learn to shield drop," and put it over this tournament-winning shield drop, getting him out of the Zane pressure, finding the Nair and the Shine.
Do it. You will get
That's why I said in the Discord, if anyone can find a clip of a commentator ironically calling Mango shield drop master, please send it to me.
Wait, what's the clip?
You know how people call Mango the shield drop master, like ironically?
Yeah.
If you just come across a tournament set where someone says that, just send me the link, because I'm trying to hunt one down. It's not that uncommon to find. It's just one of those things that now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it.
It was probably, look, check one of the tournaments he won. Just check one of the tournaments he won. Either Big House or, like, Press Start. Then maybe a Press Start thing. Oh, so what I wanted to point out with Mango's Fox, actually I'll just, like, switch over to Fox and Mango, but I've realized in every single one of his, like, famous, like, losers runs, it's always been done with, like, mainly Fox. Like think about it. Like every single one, the Evo one, I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but it's mainly been because of Fox. And I don't know, like what you were talking about, Zane, what he was saying on his video was just like he says Mango's the best in the matchup because of the certain pressure that he puts on you, and especially when that's being applied to like the pressure that Summit put onto them. He's saying like it's just like it's perfect.
It's insane too, because he's not even hitting like crazy tech skill. He's doing some like
he looks
just
sloppy.
fade back nair on shield, and Zane is like cowering into the corner. And I'm like, dude, you respect that way too much because you can grab that easy.
But like Mango's Fox always looks so sloppy, but then the next second it's perfect. Like it's.
He may be the drunken master.
Like
the old movies of like this drunken just kung fu warrior. I think Mango might. Yeah. Yeah, so it's weird Mango is actually playing to this narrative of like old kung fu movies, and it's coming back to like net him some really big gains. Like that was the biggest pot in Melee history or something for being the drunken master, which it scares the opponent, but like how in the hell in 2021 you want a tournament without ledge dashing as a spacey when we're getting to the points of like half stage control and you're intangible, and then to just like remove that because of the fear of it, like it's insane, dude. Which is like kind of exciting to see what Melee can become, because we've seen like Taz level play and players getting really close to that. When it's like, oh wait, you don't even need to do that.
You just have to
you can
outplay,
just be,
yeah.
You really can just play against the player, and if you know they're not going to cover your like ledge dash or whatever, like what's the point of ledge dashing if they're not going to cover and miss one anyway?
I think another big difference was just like the years between them and dealing with the pressure. So like, of course, like before the set, while Mango was going through his losers run, Zane was only playing against Cody, like IBDW. And IBDW's video talking about it, and while progressively as Mango made his losers run and Zane would keep checking in, he got more and more nervous against Cody in their friendlies. The more and more he watched,
He shouldn't have been checking in.
I'm thinking about that. I'm like, wow.
Just play and just stay in your zone. Actually, Gaz, one thing I wanted to talk to you about, which we talked about last night, is like Doc Kids. You know, we got into Melee watching Mango Fox win everything. And we were so spoiled for those 2 years, and we were talking about when he didn't get the 3-vo and whatnot. There were years where I was not really a believer in Mango's Falco, at least for the long runs, like you brought up. I was like, man, if Mango's going to steamroll into this victory, he needs to pull out the Fox. And when the Fox was semi-retired, I was like, man, I don't know. But then there was the Big House 9, where he did it as the bird.
See, like, Mango's that enigma, and it's like, you see, even through all those years, like the story was like he's the me coming in, he's the go, like no matter what, it was always that question, whoever's playing at their best, it's always gonna be Mango. So like he would suck all 2015, but it's like press start W, and it's like, dude, and then round we go, and then it's you will always
go off, King.
Everyone remembers that combo video, but it's just like press start and stuff like that, and it's just like stuff at Smash Summit where he's like doing stuff that no one's ever seen, and it's like only he's capable of it. So it's just like that little fact that we can always believe in, you know. I don't know. I think that's the Mango.
I think Melee is such a cool game that I know that Cyrox is like one of the best at the game, but so is Mango at the same time.
In their own ways.
Yeah, like Relno and Cyrox, any of those like tech wizards, like
Silent
all
Wolf.
doing all that shit, like Silent Wolf, like OG.
Especially fun.
Like there's different ways to be really good, and I think Mango makes people just play really bad. Like every set I play, I feel like people
want to intimidate. I mean, imitate.
It's got to be a scary like figure to play. Like I'm totally not saying that Mango's bad,
I remember,
but I'm saying people give him a lot of credit for thinking he's gonna do like some 2021, very lab shit when really he's just gonna like beat your ass like he would have in 2000.
I remember Jake Blandisi. He had a conversation with Dark Atma, and it was like they were talking about Mango, and it's like you can look at top players and like want to imitate them and like repeat do things, but he said specifically never look at Mango because he just you can't imitate that. You just can't. And like I agree to that to an extent because I feel like you could write a whole video essay about Mango's dash dance. I don't know, not that far-fetched, but it's so nuanced and just.
He's like dash breakdancing, like b-boying, and Zane's like dash waltzing.
Every single time someone tries to explain it, they're just like, I don't know.
I want to talk about the training regimen because they're Bland Easy. Since you brought him up, I remember him telling me when ledge dashing was becoming really important to do. He would tell me that he would do it for at least an hour a day, practice ledge dashing, and then he would wake up in the middle of the night to do ledge dashing. And if he didn't hit a certain amount in a row, he wouldn't stop until he hit that and then go back to bed.
No, Jake.
Do you remember that?
I never knew that about Jake ever. I did not.
He could have
been
trolling, but I think this is pre-trolling. I think he was really telling me that he was trying to be a ledge dash master.
Jake got good whenever he was at his. Jake was always inconsistent, but okay. Well,
I never played Jake.
Smash Summit.
Okay, quick thing. Well, you're done. Play some games, dude. Go have some fun. I want you. I told you my goal every week is I want Rick having fun.
I want you to trade sets to me at least once a week like that. It was really good.
I think if I play a little better, there won't be any trading.
I feel like I hate you. I feel like if you got better like at the edge guarding and stuff, you could play like a little bit more bad and like still get away with it, you know?
I have to be playing really good to not be able to edge guard.
Okay, dig this, guys.
What's up?
Something that irritates me, a bit of a tangent. My friend Learning Lab, what was the tournament in St. Louis, like 2016?
Toasted Wraps.
No, it was the one with like Armada, Mewtwo King, Mango.
Oh, UGC.
Okay, so when my friend Learning Lab was at that tournament, he was talking to Blur about top players. I know it's Blur, but just hear me out on this.
I beat that guy.
He asked Blur something he thinks is missing from the top level play, and I actually agree that there's some like basic day one things that like the top players will miss and the times when they matter. With Mango specifically, a lot of times it's text. And I'm like, how is Mango missing that tech? What the hell's going on? At Summit, the Hungry Box set, when he teched 3 times back and forth on the platform. Yeah.
Hungry Box coming down. Ooh, the mix. A text.
Backstairs some text. Backstairs some text. I will never talk shit on Mango's text again for as long as I live.
Dude,
after
it's because of the
that.
holding down meta in all that meta. Like just C-stick. Dude, I'm just like I am so confident that like if like I had shield drops and I had my knowledge, I could legit like place like top 32 at like Big House 4 or something.
I believe in you guys. I want to sponsor you.
No,
dude.
what the
I tell you every week, dude, and you won't let me.
Wait, have sponsor how?
I mean, I'm not saying I can pay your full way for everything, but I would love to buy you a lesson. I would love to give you gas money for like a Midwestern tournament. I would love to help you because, dude, look, listen to me. I believe in like following your dreams and shit. I do. Like, I think that's all that life is about. Like, and if you would like to get a little better, I don't mind fucking giving you some gas money, dude, or like paying for a drug fox lesson or something. Man, I believe in that shit. Like,
I mean,
I'm not gonna do
on the Zane lesson. I'll tell you right now. The second I get, I'm buying my setup this week, but the second I do that, and I get another really good set recorded, and I can like maybe net play him, is when I'd hit you up and we could split that.
One thing I really envy about your play is like your movement, and I think your movement is so good. And I don't even necessarily think other Marths move exactly like you. I think that's why during the Smash and Splash commentary, the thing that Wobbles mentioned about you constantly was your zippy movement. I mean, like, you move in a really cool way. I'm not trying to like suck your dick right now. I'm just getting to a point, which is like, why not like, let's see what we can get, Gaz. You know, let's see what we can do for you. Like, if Nick Yingling's boys can lift him up, dude, I'll pay for some Gaz lessons, dude. Like,
I mean, like, about like the zippy thing, I've always been complimented that like I'm just like a quote unquote different Marth, like and stuff. Like, I mean, like I like brag and stuff, but like people will really tell me like, dude, like I think your Marth is like really cool, and that stuff like really makes me happy that like I'm just like different, and like people like will watch me, and like
you have like a Marth version of like a tricky fox stutter step.
I agree with you exactly.
Yeah,
because I started playing melee. Well, like melee is it's your personality.
Yeah.
It is you. So like if you like for someone just looking at me, it can be like a little cryptic, but like for you, like it kind of makes sense. Like right? I mean, like
oh yeah.
I don't know. Melee's so personable, so it's I'm a zippy little dude. I mean, you see me just like running around the venue and stuff. But
oh shit! I actually never thought. Oh shit! It makes sense.
What do you?
Dude.
Yeah,
Gaz is just Gaz.
Yeah, dude. Mango's just Mango. Armada's just Armada.
And Rick is totally Rick.
You, like in that Five Gods interview, like Redacted would just like ask everyone, like, okay, is Mewtwo King the same as Jason? Is Adam the same as Armada? And every single one of them would say, yeah, they're the same person.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like this is my lack of knowledge and like not dipping into other esports as much as I should, but like I feel like our personality don't shine out in gameplay like that so much as it does in like, especially I think it's the most in fighting games, but then I think Melee shines extra more.
Yeah, no, there's definitely more in Melee. Actually, a really interesting thing. I mean, this is something I have to bring up, and it's really not as a flex, but as you know, I worked on Mewtwo King's book.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna, dude, like.
So I wanted to tell you something, and look, I might cut this out later. I don't know.
That's cool. Yeah.
There's a really cool chapter in that book where Mewtwo King talks about analyzing the fuck out of Ken's 2007 Marth and learning how to beat it, and it's really fascinating because there was no Smash Sports shit for Mewtwo King to read because he was the one figuring it out. and like it's really cool.
And so like you actually stumbled onto an amazing topic. Like okay, so like we came into Melee, like resources, blah blah blah. We had all this, and then like we go like we talk about like if I went back to 2006 tournament, I'd bowl everyone, blah blah blah. Like, and it's true. And it's true. Like, literally, like, year one Slippy kids could probably go win an MLG tournament.
Probably.
Literally. Like,
I believe in Ken getting one. I believe in Ken somehow adapting.
No, dude.
No, actually, dude, the last Ken set I ever saw was Mango vs. Ken 2019. And it's like a quick set.
It's
like
DreamHack 2017 or 2018.
Yes.
And I remember seeing that thing on Reddit where it's like, if you could go back in time and show an old school player a set from Modern Melee, what would it be? And people put that.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. What were we talking about before we went off on that?
Analyzing players' play styles.
So, like, we come into these, we have videos, VODs, we have advice, Smashboards, YouTube. We have fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my god. And then excluding all 20XX and then Melee becoming bigger and, like, it not being an 07 and dead. But it's, I don't know, like, it's hard to talk about because it's like, how did they do that? Like, you would hear, like, me, like, how did they come up with these cons? Like, whenever he would up throw a Spacey onto a platform, like, what made him think that, like, hey, that, like, a knockdown, like, I noticed that, like, the Fox gets knocked down here, so, like, I want to do that more. Like,
well, do you want to know one of the things?
Yes.
One of the things that Mewtwo King keyed into is so simple to us now, but he noticed that Ken only auto-canceled his nairs about half the time. And so he just started thinking, what's everything I can do when Ken misses that auto-cancel nair? That fucking blew my mind.
See, dude, it's that one big thing.
Yeah.
That's that one thing you need to work on.
Because think if Ken had worked on that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, imagine, like, if he had, like, you know, like, they play, Mewtwo King, like, swamps him, and then he studies this, and he's just like, I'm just doing auto-cancel nair a lot. But, I mean, he probably didn't do that. Like, he probably didn't, like, study a bunch, I would imagine.
Well, it seems that the documentary makes it seem like people bragged about not practicing.
Yeah, literally.
That
That was, actually, that was the culture. You're completely right. So, we can solace in that.
Yeah.
But I think I want to get back to Smash Summit.
Yeah, let's get back to Summit. Tell me more about what you thought.
I was really happy. Well, I wasn't happy, but I was really, like, whenever I was nervous for Amsa Zane. Like, I was confident in Zane because I was like, the last 3 sets have been 3-0. But then I was also cognizant of the fact that every single time Amsa's come back, he's always had something new.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time. So I was like, let's see what happens. And, like, of course, Zane's, no matter how much practice he gets, like, that's the thing with the Pikachu, specifically with those mid-tiers, because they're the only people who have top level. So you can get, like, literally, you could have, like, a top 100, like, Yoshi and play against them every single day, but it's never going to be an Amsa, someone who can, like, tag with you.
I also think of the top tiers, Marth has the weirdest relationship with some of the mid-tier characters.
Yeah,
like, he has some strain. I'm not saying Marth loses, by the way, but I'm just saying there's some odd things about
Like,
the gameplay. that
and it's, like, it makes it, like, more fair.
Marth in the mid-tiers, it's weird.
Like,
Yoshi.
it makes it a little bit more, like, fair. So, like, it isn't just, like, a complete domination. Like, I would say against, like, Ganon, destruction. Like, Dr. Mario did, like, destroy. Luigi, absolutely, like, dumpster. But then, like, Pikachu, Link, and then Yoshi. And kind of Samus, but not really Samus. Samus kind of gets screwed, too. But, like, it just, like, I don't know. It's, like, they have certain, like, parrying or, like, the fact that usually whenever someone's above Marth on a platform, Marth can destroy, but Yoshi entire metagame is revolving around moving faster on the platforms and not getting, not hitting Yoshi. And then Pikachu is, Marth is an edge guard machine and is usually able to get extremely good follow-ups and is able to, keep his space on the ground. But then Pikachu, able to climb around that.
Dude, in Marth's body, I feel like is just the perfect place for Pikachu to
hit.
just throw moves all over.
And then
it.
we don't really see heavy projectiles in the Melee meta. And then Link, I think like if Link was a little bit better, like as a character, it'd be a really hard time for Marth because
what did you think of the LSD Aklo FD game?
I saw a little bit of it. So like around that like end of the set, there's a really bad habit that can happen between the players. It's like Marth will realize that double fair is amazing, but they will screw it up once, and like you as a Link player, you really like it's not worth grabbing unless you're absolutely gonna get a grab. Like on those very last stocks, like if I see like Aqua like miss a grab, like that's if he's on knockdown, that's a fair F smash, and then it's just an edge guard sequence.
Right. It's like what were you really going for with that grab? Like why did that grab happen?
But like aside from that, like FD is really hard. So like I respect that counter pick, but I know that if he got better than LSD, which I think he will, then he like wouldn't need Link. He can just outplay him. So I think he should be going like Fox for the long run, but like he really loves Link, so it's like play that character. And then also, it's not that bad. It really isn't. But what's up?
No, I was just smiling at Turner.
Oh, good old Turner boy.
I just think you kind of got like a Luke Skywalker vibe going on. And I really like Return of the Jedi.
Let's talk about the weekly. We'll go back to Smash Summon in a second, but the weekly, Rick beat me for the fucking second time. It was funny because both of our sets have both been Game 5 last stock, and I noticed this at the Oklahoma tournament. I can talk about the Oklahoma tournament too. At the Oklahoma tournament.
Which was, what was the name?
Time Skip.
Okay.
Time Skip. I played third strongest. He was like Colorado ranked Fox, and fucks me up game 1, and then game 2, like...
Wait, I have a quick note. If third strongest, I'm going to try to send this audio to you. Comment below if third strongest is a reference to the third strongest mole from Earthbound. Thank you. Okay.
Dude, that'd be so sick. Oh my god. I wish I got it. Dude, we had oh my god, I have a salt story to tell. But, so against him and against Rick today, I'm at 150, 130. Like, last stock, like, I'm about to get knocked out. And then, like, I always put this pressure on myself, like, if I get the grab, like, it's golden. Mm-hmm. And then every single time, like, against third strongest, I got an insane SDI, like, on up air. And then I go down, we drop down, and then I get the grab. I'm like, it's cooking. Like, I'm right by the ledge. And then at that moment, I can feel my hands go spaghetti, and then my heart rate go from 70 to 100. The moment where I put the most pressure on myself to tell me I need this comeback. Because it's true, like, in that situation, like, at 150, like, I'm about to get knocked out of the tournament, I only get one chance. Like, people say, you only get one chance, and then they get, like, 2 more, but, like, I need to kill off that.
Yeah.
Like, I just need to. Like, if I'm going to win and be better at this game, I need to, like, kill off those high-pressure situations.
So you didn't kill off the grab?
No, I got really close. 'Cause, like, I down threw him. I, like, double jabbed him, but then he did some really good DI into the jab, and then more scramble, and then he won.
Dude, okay. So one thing that really surprises me about you each week is when you talk about getting nervous, just because... To me, knowing you as a person, that doesn't seem much part of your personality, but it manifests in your gameplay a lot.
Dude, yeah, that's... I wanted to... Actually, we could switch that back to what the weekly. Against Rick, whenever I went in winners and in grands, I was so nervous. I was just like... Because I think maybe it was because, like, last night he was, like, fucking me up and we were having good games, and then I didn't even think about the games, though. Like, I just, like, all right, Rick, let's play. I think it was because I was cold, but then I warmed up. But then I just knew he was playing so good, keeping me in shield. And then I beat him in winners because it was like game, like I like cheese a game, and then like I have momentum, and then I camp. I camped on the ledge, and fucking get better at dealing with it instead of complaining. God, but I cheese him and I win that set. But in grands, dude, game 1 him, game 2 me, game 3 him, game 4 me, and then game 5, game 3 last stock, last hit. No. I'm at 0, and then he's at 105. And then he shine combo, does it all the way, and then... No, it was flipped. That was in the other set. But he comes down, I'm at 105, he's at 0, and then one grab, dash dance, I'm rolling, roll, fuck, spot out, oh shit, I get to the ledge, okay, roll, grab, down throw. And then I just spam down tilt, and then I just ruin it, and then he always just goes down with Firebird, and then at that moment where I'd normally calm James would grab ledge, drop down, side B, jump, up B, grab ledge, and then if he's gonna up B again, I just repeat it. But then I'm like, no. No, my hands, they just won't tell me. And then he reset the bracket. But immediately after that, like, he beat me, and then, like, he stood up, he had, like, his little moment, I was like, all right, like, my heart rate went back down to 50. Like, my hands got, like, so...
Because you're in the losers bracket now, dude. Welcome to where the fucking homies hang.
No, dude, no. Even in the losers bracket, I get way more nervous. But I was just like...
Oh, really?
I mean, and also, I know, like, I kept in, like, my head that, like, I know that Rick will usually get a little gassed out, like, when it comes to the second set. But he was playing really good, so I was like, fuck. But then I win game 1, and then I just get a really good lead game 2, and then I win. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, wrap up. But it was really cool because, like, he played really well, took me to my limits, and then we had Jack back. Jack was fun to play. Mm-hmm. But
dude, you're gonna love the Sped interview, dude. It's sick. I missed him, dude. I missed him.
He was always dude. Like, I mean, like, his set with Turner was game 5 last stock. So like literally first weekly back. He also went to time skip with us, which was awesome. But first weekly back, still doesn't shield drop, and then, like, almost a top 3 threat already. Mm-hmm. So he's just going to practice, and then I wish Mario would take weekly seriously.
He actually, Sped actually helped me. Sped, I think, is going to be the reason I know like how I want to practice for a little while. He just really broke down to me like the importance of drilling and like muscle memory. And I'm not saying you hadn't done it for
I know,
me.
but I'm just saying, like, Sped was, like, the last player who, like, was just a grinder and would just play in practice. And, like, oh my God, he got better from it.
Well, something I was talking to him, Sped's no-nonsense way of talking about improvement, just because I came in today in a pretty bad mood. Like, I'm 2 days away from a week off of work, and I need it so bad. Like, I'm just kind of going through it right now with work. I'm very, very tired. And I came in today, and I'm actually so upset. So when I was playing Dry Bones, I started, like, just getting mad. And I was like, why am I getting mad? Like, I know I can make comebacks. And finally in Game 3, I was like, this isn't me. And so you said when you got the grab, you were like, I need to kill off this. What I think you should be saying, because this is what I did and it worked. I just said, I will kill off this. And when I was playing Cam, it was Game 3, and we were both on our last stock. And he'd been kind of cooking, but I grabbed him. And I just said, I will kill off this. Because if I don't, I'm going to lose. And I killed him off the grab. And, like, I think it helps not to put yourself in, like, a place of resistance. Like, I need to kill, but, like, I have the grab. I will kill off the grab.
Literally, the second you said will, I literally thought of the third strongest thing and thought to myself, if I would have just, like, re-grabbed and just, like, got it cooking a little bit and just, like, kept my bearings, it would have been a lot better. So,
you will kill off the grab.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was sick.
But yeah, so Sped helped me, motivated me to drill. I'm really happy Sped's back. I love his personality. I love his approach to melee.
I'm glad he's back because he encourages people to like. Oh my God, he's gonna start beating Cole and Mario a lot, and then they're gonna start trying. Dude, I wish again what I was saying. I wish Mario took the weeklies a little bit seriously.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I mean, it's not that it's different for him. It's not that he takes it seriously. It's just like. He literally just gets off work and then comes here and then like he's usually just stressed and then doesn't get to warm up. But then on the days he does care, like it can be really fun, but like it really depends on just like how he's doing in his sets, which isn't good because like if he does like bad like and loses, he's not gonna care. Like he'll just start laughing and stuff, and it's like that's fine. But it's just like because like and then I time skip, he literally pops off. It's just like
he told me.
And
about
I
that.
wish he would just like realize that like if he tried as hard as he did at those. He would be getting more improvement out of these because he'd be like learning more, and it may frustrate him more, but like that's how you deal with it, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Oh yeah. With me and time skip, I was
Yeah. How did you do?
I was pretty happy. My ladder was actually the hardest ladder because I played all 5 of my top seeds, all 4 of my top seeds, including the 4th one twice, which is Kuda, and he's like top 5 in KC, and it was Game 3 last stock every single time, and I hate you.
Who did you play?
Sheik. That's what I was really happy about. Like, the stuff, like, I had been practicing and worked on and, like, felt like I improved on the last 3 months against Sheik. I'm not, like, I don't get mad at that anymore. Like I'm sure I would have got mad if I got fucked up. But, like, I was, like, figuring out the stuff, like, the down tilts, like, waiting. I was, like, I'm really digesting this. And then, like, in matchups that I didn't know, like, or, like, the ones I lost, like, against Gingy, the Ice Climbers, like, yeah, there wasn't wobbling, but, like, I noticed in that set, like, I was able, like, they had headphones, like, noise canceling and, like, audio. I turned that bitch up, and I was just... It was in, like, you know how I told you I couldn't focus and stuff?
Yeah.
It was a new type of focus. I finally, like, realized, like, me focusing. And then, like, it also taught me, like, in those matchups, like, I really have to, like, play to Marth's position and, like, slow down. And that's what I'm going to take from Kadoran this weekend. I'm really going to, like, try and, like, slow down and, like, think about, like, where Marth wins, like, just, like, threatening.
But what does that mean? Like, let's say you're playing a really, really fast Fox or something. How are you going to slow things down?
Well, I meant more in, like, the slower, like, matchup, more in the matchups where Marth isn't able to kill off a grab or isn't able to, like, you know, 0 to death. Like, against Peach, Samus, like...
Yeah, okay, so let's say you're playing Peach. How are you going to slow the game down?
Well,
Peach has a projectile.
Well, it's going to... Well, for the projectile, it's about staying in the space where you like to threaten it and whatnot. But against Peach, it's... Instead of overcommitting to a punish, I'm going to get my damage in and then just constantly threaten and be close to her. And, like...
How are you going to get that damage?
So, like, let's say, like, forward throw, and then I nair, and then instead of, like, I would, like, go off stage, and then instead of, like, going hard off stage, I just use my resources and then try and keep her off there as long as possible. Like, just make it a struggle for her to come back, because, like, as long as I have a lead, then Marth just outmaneuvers Peach, you know, and stuff. But it's not about really pushing my punish, it's about pushing my threat.
Dude, you saying that reminded me, some tech I lost since last time I played. So like before COVID, I'm so bad at getting to the ledge now. I actually used to have some pretty zippy ways to get to the ledge, but lately I am not getting there fast enough, and it's starting to irritate me.
Like dash, wave dash, like the quick
I love that
ones.
one. I had decent PC drops, like but
Or like, dash, shield, and then wave dash.
Yeah.
Or like back air and then turn around and instantly
Yeah.
grab it. Or
right now the back air one's the only one I can do, and it's like, where did all that tech go? So
what I recommend doing is, let's say you're going on you whatever side, you like right when like you're in the zone to where a wave dash can get you like there. Wave dash, immediately dash,
and then wave dash,
and then wave dash.
yeah, that's the one I used to have.
No, but I promise you that one, if you drill, like it's so easy to just get better at. If you just
Okay.
like during like your warm up session when you're getting warm, like you have the L cancel thing on, like on the Uncle Punch thing.
Yeah.
That's just like do that like in between every single else thing you do.
Okay.
Like it's literally just drilling it,
Yeah.
drill. I wanna. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can
dude.
get in there and get some games if you want, dude. I think.
No, wait. I think we're. How much time we got? We got that. No, come on, let's keep talking.
Okay, cool. Well, whenever you're ready, just go play. Yeah, what else should we talk about? The local today, I mean, Mario and I actually had a pretty sick conversation about the local today. Here's what I'll say. I'm upset with how I played against Dry Bones, but I actually feel like today was kind of a good like ass beating that I needed, because Rick and I had some great conversations about the game. Sped and I had some great conversations about the game. I think
Reflecting.
Yeah, and like I just feel a lot better now about where I'm at. And like I said, I had a bad day for other reasons, which kind of made it hard to be present here.
But then the fact that you were able to like turn that bad day into something not
Yeah.
resourceful, but just like a learning, like
Yeah.
then you were able to like turn this positive and also learn from it.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I only slept like 3 hours last night. Of course
Yeah.
I'm in a shitty
Yeah.
mood. Like,
And then I worked, and then probably one other shitty thing, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like you tripped or something.
yeah, shout outs though to my 5-minute coffee date with my girlfriend this morning, the best
Aw.
part of my day.
Aww.
Shout outs to Allison if you're listening to this.
I gotta meet her.
So anyway, yeah, tell me more about what's on your mind. Any summit things? What's your thoughts on our scene right now? Where the fuck is Pugs?
Where the fuck is Pugs? God dang.
Where's Lemon Lord?
Yeah, dude, I noticed that. Oh well, I mean, Ors and other people are coming back, but like, it's the same thing every week. Like
We have 11.
We have 11. All the people that could come didn't come, but all the people that didn't come last week came.
Yeah.
But it's always gonna be like that, which is fine. But
I believe in a world where it's not, and we get better.
No, whenever we do the Arcadian bracket, we'll probably have a really big one. After today, Parker was like really like, I've noticed that whenever I've given advice to Parker, like he's really good at applying it the next time I see him. And like he had a break and stuff. And like I think he like told me that he was like felt really, really good after it. And then he's been, ever since we've been talking and they got off, they've just been playing, and Rick's just been talking and actually teaching him stuff. So
I think Part 4 is fucking a god, dude. I've seen those Marth combos, dude.
yeah, dude, he's getting better. At
Yeah.
it. He's making me frustrated. Wee bit mad. I'm proud for Rick taking a set off me. It was a really fun set, and he just kept me in my shield. But
I was just gonna say, bro, this guy is so good at talking. It's kind of insane.
what do you mean?
Like he just like keeps going. Not that it's bad. I think it's pretty enjoyable, honestly. But
Wait, who? Gaz?
yeah.
Oh.
I'm just impressed.
The passion.
Dude, I love my Gaz section of the
Why
night.
didn't you ever
Talked to him for like an hour.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ever like come in here and get in the interviews?
Seven does one every now and again.
Like two. I don't do it.
Today?
Seven's like my fan favorite person to interview.
Sit down next to
Dude, you
Yeah,
know
why
what
don't
sucks?
you guys chat a little bit?
You know what sucks? Seven's the guy that like literally in every single Smash game he's put actual work in. He's gotten like PR'd and like out of region placing and beating people, and oh my god, this guy's sick. And then Melee, he just never gave his time to it. It just makes me so sad.
Because Melee isn't my soul game. It's PM.
Dude, what? Shut! Oh my god! But then you grind Ultimate.
Well, yeah, because I'm making money from tournaments, getting decent results from people,
Dude, I'm saying you could have been doing that with Melee.
but I didn't, and I'm not.
Get off the fucking mic. This is a Melee. This is a Melee podcast. We're a podcast now.
I don't know. I mean, I like Melee. Like, it's a real. I kind of recently came to the conclusion I think Melee might be the greatest game of all time. Like,
The Smash Summer Grand Finals does that to you.
no, it was like a few months ago. I was like, damn. Like, how do you make a better game? I mean, obviously you could be like, oh, like
the character, the low tiers could be better or something, but it's like, that doesn't even matter, bro. Like, who cares?
I only poke fun at you because, like, I know that, like, if, like, you grinded Melee, I just know you'd be good, and I just want more good people here. And, like, I don't know, like, you know how I like competition, you know, with Parker, and then, like, more competition for Cole and them. I don't know, it's always fun. And then you play Peach. It's different. It's cool.
Honestly, I kind of want to play Fox.
That's cool, too, because it isn't Falco.
But the reason I'd never play Fox is because I have to actually, like, practice more tech, and like I don't want to do that. I like Melee, but I don't really want to do that.
See that, like,
and I mean, I respect the grind. Like, obviously, I'm not dissing anyone who does that. I think
no,
it's
but
awesome.
like, see, I think Melee. You know how like whenever like it used to be an issue for people to get practice or play people and stuff. I think Melee out of every single Smash game and out of like most like competitive games, it's the easiest to get like good at or like practice by yourself because there's like so much stuff.
Yeah,
you just
I agree with that. That
Especially
makes sense.
because like Uncle Punch just gives you more avenues of practicing too.
Yeah, and like an ult, like
you have the combo training pack in there and stuff too.
Yeah, you have the training mod pack, but like the biggest thing is just like playing people, and somehow that's like harder in Ultimate than Melee. Like even though there's so many people, especially good people, like there's like 2 people in the city better than me. And even though I play them a lot, like, I don't know, I want to play them more. And if I play on Wi-Fi, it's, like, terrible. I've played Wi-Fi once in the last few months just to play with Spencer because he has COVID. So I was like, yo, I'll play with you. So I got the 7-day free trial again just to play with Spencer for a few days. And I was like, wow, this is terrible. And even if I had access to, like, really good players, it's also really hard to just play them in that environment.
I feel like in Ultimate, it's actually super hard to, like, I don't know, I feel like in Melee, like, against, like, a low-level player, against, like, a top-level player, like, there's, like, a time in, like, Melee where, like, you know, you can, like, schmoove a stock or something, but, like, against, like, a Yu to a Yez, it would take you so many more weeks because, like, he's just beating you. Like, the game's neutral, so, like, I feel like his just, like, the levels in neutral he's thinking about is just, like, so hard to catch up on, you know?
Yeah,
so, like, it'd be a lot harder to
like,
just consistently beat someone who's,
know.
like, adapting harder than you.
Some characters, like, I would say, like, Yez is obviously just, like, fundamentally better than me.
The best Smash player that'll probably ever come out of Missouri, by the way.
Right. It kind of depends on, like, in Ultimate, I feel like it depends on the character, though. Because, like, I could get beat by, like, a Piranha Plant, and then in, like, a month learn the matchup and never lose again. But then if I lose with someone like Yez, it's, like, it's going to take me so long to just fundamentally improve to the level where I can go even or even beat
And
him.
even if you got, like, a Goose level, like, Ike to play against every single week, like, it's just... Well, man, you know, it'd be a lot easier, like way, way easier. But like, it's still. I feel like it's like a lot more heavy of a battle.
I will say, thanks to playing Goose so much, since he's basically my neighbor, like I played against another PT recently who's pretty good in Arkansas, and I fucking destroyed that guy.
I feel like matchup experience actually like is so much. Like if you get that one like that one local matchup you get all the time at a tournament, you're like, I'm ready.
Dude, I was so hyped. I was like, yo, you play PT?
Yo!
Well, it's like, I just know, like, subconsciously how to move around that character's pressure to, like, another level that I don't know with, like, if I'm playing against Yoshi
and then
or
you also
something.
think in the back of your head, like, even if you don't know the player, you know that Goose is better than most PTs that you play against, so it's like even more.
And I was like,
that's the kind of like confidence that people have whenever like they play me, and then like they have confidence in the Marth matchup. That's what Mario was talking about.
And when I was playing other people, or when I was playing that PT specifically, like I played a few out of region.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes.
I was playing that one, and I was like, dude, I just thought in my head what he's doing wrong, and I was like, dude, don't re-grab the ledge there. And he did it, and then I down aired him and killed him at like 50. And after the set, I was like, yeah, you're doing that way too much. I knew you were going to do it. Like, you can't just do the drop down.
I love this, like, the smirk Seven has in his face all of it when he's saying this.
I was like, you can't do, like, drop down up B there again. Like, you already did that 5 times in a row. So, look, this would be perfect if it didn't have this super cringe, like, I feel like a hype beast, bro. Like, it was $12, okay?
What I think, I just love your hair right now, and I think it makes everything else just pop. Like,
I appreciate it a lot.
Gaz just left. He was kind of carrying this section for me. I was kind of just letting him talk.
I don't know, I'm kind of jealous. Like, you have like the straight hair though. My hair is super curly, which I guess a lot of people like want curly hair.
See, I wish I had a little curl in my hair.
Yeah, I kind of wish like I don't know. I'm grateful for my curls, but also it'd be kind of cool to just have like straighter hair. I don't know why.
I mean, my hair goes through phases. Sometimes, like today, it's a little oily, so it's a little heavier. But sometimes it can have a little more volume and kind of like get out there. I mean, I was your teacher, you know. You saw me pretty regularly.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, the straight hair you can like pull off a little bit of an edgier, like grimy look in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I kind of got to blend into like the fluffiness with the whole thing. You know, I can't like put my hood up and go edgelord mode. It's a little harder for me.
Does your hair get frizzy, or like does your hair get like can it get like humid and like puffy?
It gets kind of frizzy. Like So like every other day I have to use like toner shampoo, and it makes it a lot like frizzier. But today it fell on the day of like I used like my normal like moisturizing shampoo or whatever.
Okay.
So it's like down a lot. It's like I like how it looks like right now more than after I use the
Your hair
toner.
looks great right now. I'm a big fan. I like when people do stuff with their hair. I think it's what life's all about.
Yeah, hair's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you whenever you first asked? I can't remember.
You told me it got bleached in a pool.
Yeah, dude. I kept telling that to people, and someone at Contender was like, dude, you should probably go to the doctor. That seems like a little excessive.
Well, the reason I believed you, like I said, is because my hair used to get blonde streaks in it when I was a kid.
My hair does get like blonder if I go swimming, but like it's a little extreme.
I was like, your hair was already, kind of light, so I just thought maybe
it was pretty easy to lighten it. I only had to bleach it once, or they had to bleach it once.
I have realized I'm not leaving, but like it just like kind of like processed. I haven't ate anything today, and oh my god, I've only like
There's an orange right there.
I've only bashed cereal like the last 2 days because I've had this really good like crunchy almond cereal. It's been fire. That's the Gaz breakfast, by the way. Just eating that like out of the box and then drinking it with milk. I don't do cereal. I do dry cereal.
Dude, okay, hear me out. When I got chocolate milk, I do like 25% chocolate milk, 75% white milk, and it depends on the cereal. Okay, like Fruity Pebbles, it's a no-go.
Guys,
but if it's like Life cereal, like like the neutral tasting cereal.
You put 25% chocolate and not 75%
yeah,
chocolate?
it's just like a little bit of chocolate.
He's mixing milk in his cereal.
What's wrong with that?
No, like he puts 25% like chocolate milk, and then he puts like the rest like normal milk. Like, again, like with Cocoa Puffs, you're not doing that.
No, I only do it with like neutral cereals, like Special K or like Life.
Why do you buy Special K? Why the fuck did you buy?
Dude, Special K is good as fuck.
No, bro, I will get. Okay, that's another stream idea. Cereal tier list. I got it. That's a sticky note, dude.
I'm gonna rage, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you,
like
I'm getting my setup this week. The Gaz streams are coming in the next
flavor.
month. The Gaz streams are coming, and they're gonna be dope.
And that's awesome. I tried to stream yesterday, and MediaCom fucking sucked. And
dude,
I had to stop.
You need to move, dude. There's fiber in Springfield.
It's like very exclusive.
It's not really exclusive. Like literally, there's a map, and like it's not commercial. Like literally, there's some addresses on the north side. Like me and my friends are gonna like move into this house that was on north side, and I looked up the address to see if it was compatible.
Dude,
no, but
I live on Sunshine, so my thought is like I gotta get it soon. Like I live on like the busiest road in Springfield.
I will show you the map.
Okay, he's pulling up the map. What the heck's in your camera roll, bro?
Hey, dude, don't. all right. Did you watch any of Summit though?
Yeah, I watched almost all of the actual Summit like bracket.
What was your favorite set?
Zane Mango.
You told me earlier that you didn't watch that.
No, I said I watched Zane Mango. I watched that live, dude. I was popping off so hard. I was like, dude, there's no way he can beat Zane on FD.
We were all telling ourselves that.
Dude, my controller's got a mango tattoo, but it kind of wore off on the bottom. The bottom of my controller is white, so I kind of want to just like, maybe I should just fill it all the way up with players' signatures. Like, and just have, instead of just having mangoes.
I mean, I'm not going to have it be mango. I'm just going to get a mango on my body.
It's a lot different if you get like his face and beard. Like,
no, it was maybe the second or third Melee tournament my girlfriend's watched, and she was like, I was like, it's over. He's down 2 games against Zane. He can't win. Once the 2 sets were over, I texted her and I was like, dude, you have no idea like what you just saw. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, you don't understand. She doesn't understand the nation.
Yeah. But no, I was like, please God, like, if Mango wins, I'll get a Mango tat on my body. And I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll do it. So
I mean, I think I like that idea of just like a mango. I don't know. I feel like in the future I might get a tattoo, but I haven't decided on like what. Both my parents have tattoos, so I thought it might be cool to get like just like clone theirs, but change it a little bit. Or
What do they
something.
have?
It depends. My mom has like a few. She has like one that's like a teddy bear that looks really cool. There's one of like a mermaid and like a little pool.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, that one was really cool. Wow.
Seven,
Okay,
tell me what you're seeing.
It's like a map. Those colors.
Does it zoom in? Can you zoom into Elm Street, please? No, that's where I live. I don't care if you know where I live. Damn it, I'm in the red. I live like 5 minutes from Evangel. Gaz, I don't care if you get fiber. I want fiber.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Gaz getting fiber.
Oh, give it a rest. I'm subscribed to only one Springfield Smasher, and that's 7.
What an actual shout out to the homie for subbing. I got my second Twitch sub paycheck.
I think I'm subbed to Shino, Slut. I'm subbed to him for like 8 months now.
Shino's cool.
The homie.
Sometimes at like 5 a.m. when I'm doing nothing, I just watch his stream.
Bro, you gotta pop in and say hi.
I don't say hi. I don't know him that well.
No, bro, he loves you. What?
What?
Dude, like, yeah.
I talked to him like once.
No, dude, yeah, you talked to him plenty more times. He's had
Twice?
story. Yeah, what? No. Dude,
No,
I
like
7.
No,
He's cool.
I don't think he like dislikes me or anything.
I know he
like,
does.
I'm
No,
sure
I
he
know that
likes
you don't
me.
think that.
He's cool.
I know, but you just gotta assert yourself. What's up, dog?
Yeah,
Mike.
but then like I'm just trying to lurk. Like it's 5 a.m. when that happens.
No, dude, you don't lurk. That's when the real ones come out.
Well, how about the real ones help me carry a TV to my car?
Yeah, let me get some friendlies.
I actually just want to ask you one thing.
Okay.
Did you have fun today?
Overall, yes. There was an unfortunate incident in losers finals of Ultimate
What happened?
where I SD'd at 0 when I was up 2-1 and then lost the set.
Who were you playing as?
Playing as Roy. That's why I was like, dude, Springfield, you're so lucky I play a character that can SD. Like, if I mained Rob.
Hey, let's get games next time. I'm going to skip this one of the weeks.
But I was like, if I played Rob, bro, and I can't SD because his recovery is free,
Yeah.
like, they'd be doomed. They're so
Dude, I want my
lucky.
friend Nick from St. Louis to come down.
Kinda. I mainly play Roy now. Roy's my main. Like, I went Ridley 1 game today and won. I went game 5 with this guy and I had to pull out the Ridley, like, to cheese him a little
Really?
bit.
Today? How'd you feel about that?
Bad. I felt bad. Like, I'm playing, like, a top tier where I have to, like, at least do a kill confirm or something. I switched to Ridley and just start nairing and back airing, and
Yeah.
I won. So he's
Dang.
still my soul character.
So what'd you place today?
I got 3rd.
3rd? That's sick, right?
Yeah, well, I got 2nd at the one on Monday, and I beat the 2 people I lost to today. So I could have got 1st if I was playing a little better.
Yeah, it comes and goes, man.
Yeah, I'm not really upset or anything.
Uh-huh.
Like, especially since the PR hasn't even started. I'll let him sleep until I got to try hard every set.
You said you've been making some money, though. Tell me really, really quick about that.
Yeah, well, I made $20 from Ultimate.
That counts.
Profit. And then I don't know how much I made from the tournament. I get $3 per entrant for streaming. Minus the setup fee. Like, if someone brings a setup, I get less. But that's like how much he pays me to stream it and stuff.
I got to ask you something real quick. Your guys' chicken tenders are so good. What's up with that? Are they just frozen?
Well, I mean, they're frozen, but they're not pre-cooked. So it's kind of similar like if you got chicken tenders at Sonic or like any other restaurant, like pre-battered but uncooked.
Dude, they're so good. What is the ranch just Hidden Valley or what's up?
No, it's in-house made.
Okay, this
Yeah,
confirms
that's
so
the
many of
secret.
my suspicions about Sunshine
I don't know the
Lanes.
recipe though.
No.
But it's
I gotta
in-house.
say, I fucking love those tendies, and that ranch is some top tier ranch. And I know a thing or two about ranch. I've made my own on more than one occasion. And you got some good ranch, dog.
It's really good. I mean, like you take a pre-existing ranch usually, and then you mix in other things with it to make it instead of being like tangy,
That's not what I do.
it's creamy.
What I do is first you basically make like a homemade mayonnaise, and then you get a little dill, a little onion powder, anything you want to try and throw in there. It's small stuff, you know. Mix it all together, let it get cold.
See, I want to try your ranch.
Dude, I got some sick ranch recipes. What I want to do is get into selling, and you guys can let me know what you think about this, kind of like some top shelf ranch, you know? I want to call it Back at the Ranch, and it's in a glass bottle. And
Like, you could probably get people here to buy it. How much ranch they have.
right in the Midwest? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think?
I like it.
I think back in the ranch would be pretty cool. You know, a little upscale ranch. I could see you doing it like the ranch connoisseur. I wasn't aware about you until now, but I like it. I like the idea a lot.
Thank you, Seven. And thank you, Wes. Sorry, I didn't know your name before. I'm just happy to know that's in-house ranch. I didn't know that. Thank you for your time.